nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to 420.
Nice. I forgot about that one. Some of those were hard. Some of them were easy.
You've done this 1,000 times. And the show must go on. You've got to give the people what they want. Piece of cake.
Man, I'm just sitting back watching the pussification of this whole country. Can't say this, I can't say that. Shit, what the fuck can I say? When did y'all become so fucking sensitive, man? Lighten up. I'm just here to entertain you. And if that triggers you, well, then you're a pussy. Listen, it's a cold world, easier to play this shit safe. Knowing how the world gon' judge you if you make a mistake. These miserable fucking people so saturated with hate, they can't wait to pile it on someone else's plate. Like if I'm right with every word except for one in the song, they'll only focus on and judge me for the one that was wrong. Cancel this, cancel that, fucking welcome to America. The home of specializing in assassinating character. I hate it, I prefer going in guns blazing, annihilating anyone who's testing my patience. Ain't no room for pussyfooting in the rap game, and I'm drawn to controversy like a moth to a flame. And you little snowflakes better quit your complaining. Not racist, I'm just not too big on the Asians. Shit, I'm kidding you, idiot, but with no hesitation. These fuckers run with it and post it up on Twitter while saying that we'd be some sort of bigot for fucking making a joke. You're not woke, you're just sensitive and quick to provoke. So I'd like to invite you to suck my dick till you choke. Deep throat, pow pow, got your bitch in my scope. Everyone that I'm seeing is looking pussy as fuck. Go and cry about about shit without even looking it up. So I'd like to thank my bullies all for making me tough, because it's looking like y'all ain't get bullied enough. Yeah, I came to drop bombs like Flex and I'm gone, I'm all raw. So try not to be so sensitive, y'all. If I'm not pissing you off, then I'm pissing you on. If you're not triggered at all, then I'm spitting it wrong. Because I came to drop bombs like Flex and I'm gone, I'm all raw. So try not to be so sensitive, y'all. If I'm not pissing you off, then I'm pissing you on. If you're not triggered at all, then I'm spitting it wrong. Easy does it, Webby, try to keep that temper in check. I'm going off like Terminator in the metal detector. Hit him with the blur like my memory gets from blowing benzos while I'm drinking. Yeah, I tend to forget, a devil's reject. Ever since a kid I've been a loser, but I dealt with it. It's called developing a sense of humor. Learn to laugh a little bit, this shit is good for your health. If you can't take a joke, you need to take a look at yourself. Shit, if I didn't have the haters, then I would probably withdraw. Shit, dog, honestly, I would probably miss y'all. Haters, really please, promise me you'll never quit, y'all. Here, I'll make fun of me with y'all. Here's my impression of Webby, no one's doper than me. I got the hairline of someone that's 10 years older than me. Sitting dissing politicians like I'm fucking sport fishing. Say I fucked their wives and daughters when I obviously didn't. And I'm pale year round, summertime or deep winter. And I chew with my mouth open when I eat dinner. My liver has put up with plenty of cheap liquor and more drugs in a lifetime than Keith Richards. I used to work out, shit, I really was buff. Then I stopped working out, now I'm skinny as fuck. Like so skinny, when the wind blows hard I lose balance. So skinny, looking like I won a tapeworm challenge. It ain't that hard to laugh a bit at your own expense. Fucking just relax and shit. Smoke a joint, eat a Xanax, you bitch. This uptight bullshit's what I've had it with. If you're still mad after what you've listened to, then that's just a bitch in you. Suck a dick or two, ain't no fixing you. Fake woke can't take a gay joke. People that I'm spitting to, I am here to trigger you. Yeah, I came to drop bombs like Flex and I'm gone, I'm all raw. So try not to be so sensitive, y'all. If I'm not pissing you off, then I'm pissing you on. If you're not triggered at all, then I'm spitting it wrong. Fucking pussy.
Trigger. The world is flat. I'm here to ring the alarm with my puppet like charm. Straight from the barn, I'm talking about Flat Earth Farms. Cause most don't know, they think we live on a globe, a ball that floats. So listen and take notes, and take it to a higher plane. Imagine yourself in all it contains, in all its glory and flair. Flat Earth Farms can take you there. Open your mind outside the box. No more staring at NASA's Photoshop. No more moon landings, no lying to ya. No more people standing backwards in Australia. Just facts and pure truth, planning straight to the roots. Flat Earth Farms help you understand. A magical place on a wondrous land.
The world is flat, and that's a fact. Tell your friends next time you chat. Let them know a ball ain't that. Let's stay playing with the baseball bat. Cause we coming at the barn, a higher place. The Flat Earth Farm.
I might have smoked a lot of pot. Sometimes I can't talk, sometimes I can't walk, sometimes I can't leave at all. Sometimes my girl makes me wanna leave the mall. Why can't I rest? Something always gotta manifest. Please, baby girl, put your in the rest. Yeah, the long day, bitch, and take that test. All we do is make records, and corny motherfuckers disrespect this. Now it's time to get a little reckless. I was going to say let's get a little breakfast, but it's dinner time. I never remember, never mind. I learn from the mistakes that I make. Why do they call me the snake? Wake and bake like the cake that I make. Or should I say shake and bake? I said before I made mistakes, but it takes a few times. Then I puke lines, new time over a new crime. Over just 1 or 2 lines. I'm a slow learner, Joe burner. It's simple math, add and subtract. Listen to my rap, sing, have a laugh. Don't have an asthma attack.
My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. I survive. I survive.
Rap money ain't fast money. When they fucking act funny. And that's funny, because they'd rather download it for free than to buy my CD to help support me. And that's a fact, money. But they love to listen to the dumb stuff I rhyme, then they let their guns bunt like some dumb fucks. I might be a young fuck from Boston, not down south like young fuck. I know a white man that has a tattoo that says white trash under a dump truck. Hooked on phonics, worked for me. I was hooked on chronic perfectly. It hits the main nerve, but there's more to see. Like the bud with the purple leaves from a purple tree. It just means more to me. I'll beat your herb ass to the curb fast. I know where the
My ups and
herb's
downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. I survive. I survive.
I've been down the road, wasn't an easy place for me to go. You know what I mean? Felt like I was walking through life barefoot in the snow. God damn it, this world is so cold. Gotta get a grip. Every time I turn around, I roll another blunt and take another sip. What the fuck is my mind? Is it stuck in a state where I'm thinking I'm still locked up in a cage? I'm waking up in a rage, but I'm free. So let me just do me, nigga. We gotta make it in this rapping shit, cause I'm used to the streets hustling and clapping shit. But you know what? If I ain't got nothing else, then that's just it. I'ma roll with it, and I'ma roll with it and roll with it until I'm in the dirt bed, cause I'm shit I did.
My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. My ups and downs, my ins and outs, ask me how I survive. I survive. I survive.
What's up? Let me get this stupid thing off the screen. How you doing, Singe?
Hey.
Good to see you, man. I wasn't sure if you were gonna show up or not, but
Seeing if
I had a feeling you might.
Well, I'll stay for an hour or so. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't plan on staying too late. We'll see how it goes.
2:30 a.m.
Jackstar.
Yeah, who's that guy? Is he a troll?
I don't know.
That's good if he's a troll. We need more trolls. We just like the guy said. Honestly, I'd miss y'all. Right? I like that guy.
I don't think so. Mass accountability. Mass accountability's here. I was just about to go to bed too. Well, you don't sleep on the late night, MA.
Well, let's tell you what, get your act together. I'll keep on looking terrible. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might just mean something different. Sometimes people don't type it correctly.
So, yep. No one sleeps on the late night. All right. So, how we doing? How's everybody going tonight? John,
I already slept
guess
3
what?
hours.
It's Flat Earth Farms 420 time.
Yeah.
Sponsored to you by Flat Earth Farms.
I think I got 3.5 hours.
Let me see. Where's he at? It's 420.
I have a new commercial.
Smooth.
Wanna get high? Wanna get high?
Ho, ho, ho.
Well, I got a new commercial.
We've got to get moving. We gotta stay loose, you know? Let it cool. Let the coolness get into our vertebrae.
What were you saying? You got a new Flat Earth Farms commercial coming out? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, give me like a week.
Nice.
just have to get my act together.
I didn't mean to keep cutting you off. It just once I press the button, things has a mind of its own. All right, so we're gonna say shoot the moon. Shoot the moon.
I'm a heretic.
Shoot the moon.
This could be it, Harry. Pass the word along. Tell the men it's time to shoot the moon.
Shoot the moon!
Not out there on the microphone. On the microphone.
Man, you hear this bullshit they be talking? Every day, man, it's like these motherfuckers is just like professional liars, you know what I'm saying? It's wild. Listen, Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the tower.
Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the tower.
Tell the truth, nigga. Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the tower.
Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the tower.
I pledge no allegiance, nigga. Fuck the president's speeches. I'm baptized by America and covered in leeches. The dirty water that bleaches your soul and your facial features, drowning you in propaganda that they spit through the speakers. And if you speak about the evil that the government does, the Patriot Act attract you to the type of your blood. They try to frame you and say you was trying to sell drugs and throw a federal indictment on niggas to show you love. This shit is run by fake Christians, fake politicians. Look at their mansions and look at the conditions you live in. All they talk about is terrorism on television. They tell you to listen, but they don't really tell you their mission. They funded Al-Qaeda and now they blame the Muslim religion. Even though Bin Laden was a CIA tactician, they gave him billions of dollars and they funded his purpose. Fahrenheit 9/11, that's just scratching the surface.
Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the tower.
Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the tower.
Tell the truth, nigga. Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the tower.
Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the tower.
They say the rebels in Iraq still fight for Saddam, but that's bullshit. I'll show you why it's totally wrong. Cause if another country invaded the hood tonight, it'd be warfare through Harlem and Washington Heights. I wouldn't be fighting for Bush or white America's dream. I'd be fighting for my people's survival and self-esteem. I wouldn't fight for racist churches from the South, my nigga. I'll be fighting to keep the occupation out, my nigga. You ever clock someone who talk shit or look at you wrong? Imagine if they shot at you and was raping your moms. And of course Saddam Hussein had chemical weapons. We sold them that shit after Ronald Reagan's election. Mercenary contractors fighting a new era. Corporate military banking off the war on terror. They controlling the ghetto with the fear of attack, trying to distract the fact that they engineering the crack. So I'm strapped like Lee Malvo, holding a sniper rifle. These bullets will touch your kids, and I don't mean like Michael. Your body be sent to the morgue, stripped down and recycled. I fire on house niggas that support you and like you, cause innocent people get murdered in the struggle daily, and poor people never get shit and struggle daily. This ain't no alien conspiracy theory, this shit is real, written on a dollar underneath the Masonic seal.
I don't rap for dead presidents, I'd rather see the president dead. It's never been said, but I set precedents.
Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the tower.
Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the tower.
Tell the truth, nigga. Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth,
City
nigga.
Records was 80 seconds away from the towers. Some cowards fought with the wrong building. They meant to hit ours. To hit ours. To hit ours. To hit ours. To hit ours.
Bin Laden didn't blow up projects.
It was you. Tell the truth.
Ninja. It was you, Ninja. It was you, Ninja.
You like it?
I love it. I play it for a few people and they had recognized.
How about this one? It's our 1,000 sub celebration. Yeah!
This is our 1,000 plus subscribers celebration. Yeah. Welcome to a special edition of Mudfight Adventures. Ray and Sid.
We in Colorado Springs. Webby and Friends concert about to go down. I'm one of his friends, so I'm here.
It's hot, it's hot. Huh. I came to pass the blunt around. I fuck around, but y'all already knew that shit. And I run the whole game untamed, bringing bags to the bank. Yeah, I really do that shit. And I'm rolling with the top back. Run that track with a bad little bitch with a butt that's fat. In a pocket full of Adderall, I'm just here to have a ball. After all, I got the sauce that y'all lack. Got the sauce like Heinz, oftentimes seat up in my car's reclined. I'm off, so don't fall behind. Check lost and found, I think I really lost my mind. Call my bluff shit, y'all can't even call my line. My inbox always filled like my bottle of pills. Thank God for modern medicine, my doctor refills. However you feel, if you get the stepping for real, I pull up with my dogs and Coop Cruella DeVille's. With the syllables, I be villainous, brain limitless. Never follow rules, I rule the school syllabus. Underground's the land of which I am indigenous. And I grew up in it through methods of photosynthesis. Putting down roots in the game that go deeply. Carve out my own lane and flow freely. For W-E-B-B-Y, believe me, killing this shit is so easy. I came to pass the blunt around, I fuck around, but y'all already knew that shit. And I run the whole game untamed, bringing bags to the bank. Yeah, I really do that shit. And I'm rolling with the top back. Run that track with a bad little bitch with a butt that's fat. In a pocket full of Adderall, I'm just here to have a ball. After all, I got the sauce that y'all lack. I got the sauce like Mott's jaws will drop when I spit it, written across the top like a balding spot. I'm scalding hot, jackass Johnny Knoxville, still the real deal. I karate chop you with the force in a major way. That just be my day to day. Pull up in the UFO, shoot you with the laser ray. Little bit of powder on the counter, that's a fadeaway. Cutting lines like a peaky blinder with a razor blade. Gotta make a way. I play the whole keeps, riding dirty in the range and ducking the police. Got a cold seize while I run these dope beats. Get my record spins like it got drunk and smoke weed. Yeah, they know it's Webby with the rolling paper double wide. Wrapping up like I've been learning how to mummify. So I wonder why they still asking who the fuck am I? Here, let me summarize. I came to pass the blunt around, I fuck around, but y'all already knew that shit. And I run the whole game untamed, bringing bags to the bank. Yeah, I really do that shit. And I'm rolling with the top back. Run that track with a bad little bitch with a butt that's fat. In a pocket full of Adderall, I'm just here to have a ball. After all, I got the sauce that y'all lack. It's hot, it's hot. Huh.
Yeah. What's up? Listen.
clips are fully loaded, and then blood floods the lawn.
It's no quality on the mic that I don't have. My hands punched through a rock like an Apollo jab. When I was young, I used to follow Dad and watch how he would handle more beef than a McDonald's ad. I'm from the time of Alpina glasses and Theodoras. Fuck around with me, your family gonna need a florist. It's no question who running rap, cause we the rollers. Hit your head with the thunderclap, you seeing Horus. I love my mother to death for giving birth to me. I ain't even seeing red no more, it's burgundy. All these bitches is just birds to me. And hearing of another dead cop quenches a thirst in me. Anything that is godly is the reverse of me. The home of Richard Ramirez is like a church to me. I keep a razor in my mouth, it's like a search to me. The way I cut your fucking face is like a surgery.
Nothing's sacred anymore. Take your last breath. What I am, what I want, I'm only after death. Sons are born and guns are drawn. Clips are fully loaded, and then blood floods the lawn. Nothing's sacred anymore. Take your last breath. What I am, what I want, I'm only after death. There's life after death, and if so, where we go? Yeah. Black operation, black tie ritual, black magic, black carpet event on a black Sabbath, black helicopter, black metal, black magnum, black Berkowitz in the cell with black Manson. My brain strange from taking contaminated acid. Why you be selling your soul? We assassinate assassins. Spray up weddings and funerals, splatter banquets, bang automatic ratchets and broadcast the transcript. We staring down the barrel of another 9/11. Souls condemned to burn in hellfire, cry for heaven. Blood money turn the most innocent minds to weapons. Turn children to killers carrying out some trenches. Selling crack in the rain on the benches with the vengeance. Make a dramatic entrance like a train scene in Death Wish. Spray automatics reckless in your brains leaking headless. Pull out the heavy metal K in broad day and end this. Nothing's sacred anymore. Take your last breath. What I am, what I want, I'm only after death. Sons are born and guns are drawn. Clips are fully loaded, and then blood floods the lawn. Yo, nothing's sacred anymore. Take your last breath. What I am, what I want, I'm only after death. There's life after death, and if so, where we go? Where we go? Where we go? And then blood floods the lawn. Blood floods the lawn. Throwing a body on my lawn. Clips are fully loaded, and then blood floods the lawn.
All right, so how's everybody doing?
Which church should I work on right now?
We got 7 people here. Not bad. Sean Osborne's here.
Sean Osborne.
Mr. Super Sidewinder. Jim Ray.
Of
Joe K.
West.
Nice.
Osborne of the West.
All right, let me see. Let me change this blinky thing in the back. All right, so I got something kind of cool to watch. Well, I hope it's cool. Let's check this out.
Which shirt should I work on?
I don't know. We'll talk about it. I'll call you after. You know, you don't want to give out. You don't want to give out any of our ideas yet. You know what I'm saying?
No, but just tell me.
I'll tell you
the one or top secret number.
Top secret number 505.
Yeah, I'll make that one for that one thing.
So look, this has 700 years been added to the timeline. Okay, that's what this is about. Them manipulating.
No, I have a theory that recently that we know there's
this
one
is about
reset.
This is about them manipulating our timeline.
I have a quick theory that I think we don't know how long these resets have gone on. They've gone on hundreds of resets.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the timeline manipulation with a focus on the first millennium, 1 to 1000 AD or CE for Common Era. And the basic premise of this video is going to be talking about this concept that the Roman Empire actually fell all at once because of more of a singular event, sort of a catastrophic event, as opposed to a gradual fall as it's normally laid out and described to us, and how they might have added false years into the timeline, specifically the first millennium. That's kind of going to be our focus. How could they have stretched out the timeline and hidden this from us? So that's what we're going to talk about. And I'm also going to be introducing the work of somebody I came across recently that was introduced to me. And I think it's just, I'm excited to share it with you guys. But first, let me just talk about the reason why do I think the Roman Empire fell suddenly as opposed to gradually. And a lot of it comes by looking at the ruins. And now, initially, a lot of this, it makes sense. They give various explanations as to why it's in a state of ruin, and whether it's earthquakes or invading forces. So we have Algiers in 1890, and you have various explanations, Temple of Bacchus and Baalbek. Those explanations make sense to me. And but where things start to fall apart a little bit for me is when you look at all of the parts of the Roman Empire that are buried. So I think the explanation for why Rome was buried, and we've probably all seen these photos, maybe some of the video, where portions of Rome were buried in like 20, 30, 40 feet of sediment. And I believe the explanation was because of the aqueduct system was in disrepair, so that area got flooded. And on its own, that kind of makes sense. And even, places like in Africa, like Timgad in Algeria, Northern Africa, we're told it was buried in the sands for 1,000 years. So that kind of makes some sense to me. But where I guess things start to fall apart for me is when I look at the bathhouses, because whatever country they're in and whatever even continent, they seem to all be buried 10 plus feet. So just this year in southern Spain, 2021, a Roman bath complex emerges from Spanish sand dunes. So they found this Roman bath complex completely buried. People would walk over this and they just didn't know it was beneath their feet. And I believe these walls are about 4 meters high. So we're talking well over 12 feet. So that's a lot of sand, as to cover an entire structure and complex. It's man, it's hard to believe that's natural, and we have.
One second, I fixed my background. I like it better.
You know, like it?
I like the virtual background. Jenny's here. Perfect timing though. It's just about to switch over. How you doing, Jenny?
I'm sorry about that. I passed the fuck out again.
Guten Morgen.
I knew it. I knew that you did. All right. So, all right. Well, anyway, we'll get back into this. So we're looking at timeline manipulation, Jenny. They're showing how they manipulated the timeline.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. They were just showing it. They're connecting it to the Bible and everything else.
I believe in 2020 in downtown Amman, Jordan, they were experiencing flooding, so they were going to try and rectify that problem by improving their infrastructure. And during excavations, they stumbled upon a Roman bath.
Look at that.
Nobody knew was there.
Hold on.
Again, it's like 10
all right, let's
plus
just look,
feet.
Let's
10,
just pause
15,
it for a
20
sec.
feet deep.
20 feet deep. Look at that. Look at it. There's buildings under there. Melted buildings. You can tell they were melted. Look at that shit. Underneath the ground. 20 feet down. Okay?
And I think there was a river that...
Jenny?
Huh?
I said, good morning. It is good, Miss Jenny.
Grand Rising.
It's Grand Rising late night.
Caused this portion of the city to be buried. So it's just harder and harder for me to believe that all of these various sites in different countries.
I got one, Singe man. I make a shirt that says, some people think it's late night, some people think it's the morning. Either way, it's still Late Night Live.
These are constantly being buried. Here's just another photo image of that one site in Amman, Jordan. Look at these guys down here, just way down. But the UK, United Kingdom, is a treasure trove of buried Roman, architecture. In Silchester, in England, again, they found another settlement with a bathing complex, bathhouse, and again, just like 10 plus feet deep. And it's just, so we're totally different countries, North, South Europe, Middle East, it doesn't matter. And I talked about this one, Roman baths in Bath, England. I believe it was like I think it was 1870s, thereabouts, but they discovered this Roman bath that was buried. And I think the river Avon was the culprit. And again, a lot of times they'll say it's a river, but this was an interesting one. Again, in England, Exeter Cathedral in Exeter, England, they were digging for a car park about 10 feet deep. They ran into another Roman bath and they didn't know it was there. And in this case, I believe they say they intentionally built, the cathedral builders intentionally built on top of the bathhouse. So over here, it's intentional. Over here, it's a river. I'm not even sure what the reason is here. Over here, it's a river. It just keeps changing, but the theme is a constant theme, and it's buried 10 plus feet all the time. And when you start looking at the buried Roman villas again in the UK, just some of the explanations. This was one of the more far-fetched ones. When the Romans left Britain, it appears that some villas were covered with dirt to trap into them the spirits of the Romans. What are you going to do with that? It's just on top of all this, it's not believable to me. So I thought the most logical place to look for sort of false narratives and added years might be to look at the Anglo-Saxon period, because when you look at Exeter Cathedral, you have this culture, the Roman culture, right? And Roman settlement. And then from my perspective, there was a disaster event that buried it. And then you have the cathedral building culture, right? So you've got these two separate cultures that are pretty defined. But in England, we're told in between those two cultures, you had the Anglo-Saxons. So if there was going to be false narratives, false years, I figured that would be a good place to look. And my focus was just looking at architecture. So we're told a lot of the Anglo-Saxon architecture was made of wood. So it hasn't lasted or survived, which makes sense. But we are told that there are some remnants of Anglo-Saxon churches that we can look at. So when you start looking at these churches, some interesting narratives pop up. And this particular church, St. Lawrence's Church, Bradford-on-Avon, it's apparently or allegedly one of the very few surviving Anglo-Saxon churches that does not show later medieval alteration or rebuilding. So just kind of doing a little bit of background on this structure. Immediately, according to the Wikipedia, it says the date of the building has been much debated. And then I came across a YouTube video. Somebody else, Charles Koss, he had an interesting video titled, "Oops, is UK's oldest Saxon church actually late Roman?" And I think he was pointing out some of these arched windows. But I thought that was interesting. And so looking into this church a bit more, I came across this Carolingian Renaissance, this specific type of architecture that belonged to this Carolingian Renaissance. So the interesting thing about this Carolingian architecture, it was the style of Northern Europe, and primarily in the 8th and 9th centuries. And the thing about it is that it was a conscious attempt to emulate Roman architecture. My basic premise going into this was that there was an event that destroyed the Roman civilization, and some of their structures probably survived. So here we have this type of this Renaissance, which features this architecture, which is trying to recreate older Roman architecture. So what I'm thinking is that this structure was pre-existing. It survived whatever event happened, but they're just classifying it as Anglo-Saxon. That's my view. So, sure enough, when you look under Carolingian architecture, this particular church shows up as an example of that. And it's dated to this time frame, but I'm thinking it belongs to this previous, to the Roman civilization and culture, as opposed to the 8th and 9th centuries. Now, speaking of Carolingian architecture, there's one more example I want to go over, because I think it's going to tie into the point I was trying to make with the church that we just talked about. And this structure, it is called Ingelheim, and it was an imperial palace of this Carolingian dynasty. Charlemagne is said to have stayed there, as well as some other rulers. But it's an example of this Carolingian architecture, which very much looks like an older Roman palace and villa from 500, 600, 700 years ago. But we're told this structure was built in the second half of the 8th century. Now, the intrigue sort of creeps into the picture, because in the late 1800s, they found a water tunnel that was part of this complex, and this water tunnel was made waterproof by this hydraulic Roman mortar, this Roman cement. And why does that have any significance? Because the recipe for Roman concrete, Roman cement, we're told it was lost to the world when the Western Roman Empire fell, which is roughly 476 AD. So 300 years after we're told that the recipe for Roman cement concrete was lost, 300 years later, roughly, it makes an appearance in this imperial palace, which we're told was intentionally designed to look like an older Roman-styled imperial palace. So I guess what the point that I'm trying to make is that I'm of the belief that this structure is actually older than they're saying. It was actually built in the earlier part of the first millennium, and they've just pushed it forward, through this means of calling it a Carolingian architecture. That's my speculation anyway. But I thought this was a really interesting example. So I just wanted to mention that. Now, there's a second method, I guess, that I think they're using to sort of push or claim certain structures as being older than they are, and that's called spolia. And it's just this idea of repurposing building material from one structure and using it in another structure. So what you will come across when you start looking into these older, what we're told are typically churches from this Anglo-Saxon period, a lot of them will say this structure was built using the brick and stone from like some other Roman structure, but really it's from this period of time. And I guess what I'm speculating is, in actuality, these structures were initially built with Roman brick and stone, and maybe modified later, but they're actually from that time period. And this is one example, this chapel of St. Peter on the Wall. And we're told it was likely built around this period of time. But again, they say it incorporates Roman bricks and stones, but I can see a lot of arches here, and again, can't prove this, but I suspect that it actually started out as it was built during the Roman occupation, and I think this, and there was probably other Roman structures around it that were in ruin, and so it gives them a likely story to use. But again, that is speculative. And here's another example: All Saints Church in Brixworth. Now, we're told this is a leading example of early Anglo-Saxon architecture. And when you look into this structure, so this is kind of the front of the church, and we're going to go to the back here. But according to Wikipedia, this structure as well was built using reclaimed Roman stone and brick. Now, when you go to the back of the structure, the ground level changes significantly on the sides and on the at the back of the structure, and you can see a gentleman way down here. So it's quite a change in the grade. And I think I've got another photo here, this particular section. I just kind of got a zoomed photo of that. It's interesting just to see, like, I think this structure was actually built during that Roman occupation. This event happened, and this church got covered in layers of earth during that event. And maybe they've modified it after the fact with other, construction, but I think the base of it was Roman brick and stone, and they've just added to it. But I think the mud flood effect around it speaks to it actually belonging to the previous Roman occupation. But again, that's my view. So now let's get into talking about this phantom 700 years in the first millennium. Okay, now I'd like to introduce the research of this individual, Gunnar Heinzen, and he talks about catastrophe and chronology, which are two subjects I enjoy researching myself, but his focus is in the first millennium AD. Now, I came across this link to a video of his on stolenhistory.net. Thanks to whoever posted that. I appreciate that. But he has a video that I'll leave a link to, and it's maybe slightly over an hour long. And he has so much material that it'll be impossible for me to encapsulate all of it. But the basic premise of his work is, and research, especially into the chronology of the first millennium, his basic premise is that the first 200 to 300 years of the first millennium AD, there's reality to those, but the next, roughly speaking, 700 years or so are phantom years. They didn't actually happen, and there's various techniques that our controllers have sort of employed to stretch the timeline, and we're going to talk about some of those. But what I want to do is just give you a brief snapshot into some of the examples he gives and talks about. And if you're interested, I'll leave a bunch of links and you can investigate further. But let's start in Rome. Now, again, his concept is that the first, roughly speaking, I think he's pretty exact with it. I think he usually says like the first 230 years there's reality to those, but the next 700 are fictitious. So when he started looking at what was happening in Rome itself during this 700 years after the first 230, he realized like no apartments were being built in Rome for this 700 years. No latrines were being built in Rome for this 700 years. No aqueducts were being built in Rome for this period of time of 700 years. And in addition to We mentioned the residential quarters, latrines, aqueducts. In addition to that, no sewers, roads, ports. He threw in bakeries. Basically, nothing is being built within Rome itself during this period of time of, roughly speaking, 700 years. And he just cites different excuses given, like why didn't the emperors build? Why wouldn't the senatorial class build? Like, why didn't the aristocracy build? Like the elite, how come they're not building? Like no one's building anything. But the one thing that is being built during this 700-year stretch within Rome are churches. Now, again, what we're told, these churches that are built like in the 4th and 5th centuries, we're told that they're designed to look like these 300-year older basilicas of antiquity, the first 300 years. So they're dated 4th, 5th, 6th century, but they look just like the basilicas of the first 3 centuries. And then if you go into the 300 years after that to the early medieval period, again, these churches, basilicas, they look like the churches and basilicas of the first 3 centuries once again. So it's just, I believe his point is that this is just a means of extending the timeline. And his view, and I tend to agree, is that these churches were all built at the same time during the first 230 years or so of the first millennium. Now, and again, just one example here, this church, Santa Maria, it was built, I believe, in the 5th century, yeah. And it's a beautiful church. And when you go on the Wikipedia and start reading on it, one scholar talked about it, saying it so closely resembles a 2nd century imperial basilica that it has sometimes been thought to have been adapted from a basilica for use as a Christian church. So he's just noting, yeah, it looks just like a 2nd century imperial basilica. And the premise here is that the reason why it looks like that is because it was actually constructed during the first 3 centuries, the same time frame. But the controllers, they're using this dating system to add phantom years to the timeline. Now, Roman capitals, other Roman capitals are being established in the 4th and 5th centuries, we're told. And it just so happens that they're laid out and they resemble Rome in the 1st and 2nd centuries, which is interesting. And he just makes a point that, like, within these other Roman capitals that we're told are rising up, being constructed in the 4th and 5th centuries, all these buildings are also being constructed. So why is there's all this construction, just like Rome 300 years ago? But how come nobody's building anything in Rome during this period of time? Interesting point. And he's just saying that all these cities look similar because they actually exist side by side at the same time. So just another point he makes, which is valid points. Now, there are so many, I'll leave links to his website, but there's so many like PDF documents that you can open up, and he touches on all these different locations, and I'm just going to hit on maybe 2 of them just so you can kind of get the basic pattern. And he talks about this place called Pliska, and it's in present-day Bulgaria, I believe, and it was the first, according to the narrative, it was the first Bulgarian capital between 681 and 893 AD. So in the 7th century, we're told this city was established, and according for Common Era, and
all right, pretty good. How you doing, Singe? We got 15 people here now. Great. All right, this is what we're gonna do.
Prismatic flower of life.
we have a game plan tonight.
I could see it as a box.
I'm gonna put out the link, okay? But I'm only gonna let one person on at a time because we already have 3 people up here. So if you come in and there's somebody else on, you're gonna have to wait backstage until it's your turn, until we let you on. So you might have to wait back there for a while, but just hang out backstage. It's no big deal. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna one person on at a time, and we're gonna ask you questions about. We're gonna interview you. We're gonna interview you. We're doing interviews tonight. All right, that's what we're doing.
Really?
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, interview time. You want to come on? You want to talk about yourself? You want to talk about your channel? You want to promote yourself? You want to show some of your videos? Anything like that? That's the time to do it. We got 18 people here. Tonight we are taking calls. One person at a time. One person at a time. Okay? All right, I'm going to play a song. While everybody gets ready. Action News. Tonight we're taking...
There's a lot of opinions floating around these days, and I got my own. You know, they may not be publicly acceptable, they may get me canceled, but it's my goddamn American right to speak them. And if you got a problem with that, suck my dick. In a world made for the weak, the meek, the beta males and the sheep, too soft for debate. If they don't agree, then they just block and try to censor whatever you speak. Only like minds on the timeline that they see. They anti this and anti that, so close-minded really, they just anti-facts. And you can show them the proof, but if it doesn't all align with their views that they've been programmed with from the news, then they don't want to hear it, or even fucking be near it. See, the truth is too much for their spirit, that's why they fear it. They try to tell me no, but fuck it, I'ma say it anyway. I've been waiting for the government to kill me any day. What the fuck, I'm not important enough? Must I talk about the vax, how they poisoning us? Or the Vatican and all the little boys that they touch? I'm not scared, shit, it's not like I'm avoiding this stuff. Yeah, the First Amendment still lives on through me and certain other motherfuckers who ain't on TV. We the last dinosaurs alive in AD. When we're gone, then you'll really know that freedom ain't free. But if everybody got to showing some balls, these agendas they've been pushing will be slow to a crawl. But y'all so fucking soft, obeying and going along, sitting there triggered over a song. I know the type, got a Black Lives Matter sign on the front porch, never had a black person in the house. Yeah, it's time to call them out. Virtue signal motherfuckers ain't about shit, they just running at the mouth with these pre-programmed points of view and these ludicrous facts. Asian hate, stop acting like you knew about that. If you need a safe space, there's some room in the back with fresh vaginal wipes you can use while I rap. Pussy, yeah, it helps them all sleep at night, knowing they signed a petition for equal rights for transgenders, talking like it's their fight, when in reality they never met one in their life. They don't donate or actually do nothing about it, they just sit there sipping Mountain Dew on their couches while they clapping for each other and circle jerking themselves. Applaud the loss of freedom and cancel those who rebel. And I'm the bad guy cause I'm white and not gay, which means that I'm a bigot and discredits what I say. But I'd rather have some toxic masculinity than have an inner bitch in me, bitch, so suck a dick of 3. See, the algorithm's keeping you lost, and now you're caught in an echo chamber of your own thoughts. Let me talk while I can and speak to all my supporters before there's lawyers, threats, and gag orders. Cause nowadays that's the American way, with this false administration that has led us astray. They want the country to heal, but they don't spell with an A. What they mean is to obey and do whatever they say, but we tired of that. So when I'm here to rap, I got a duty to the people to bring light to the facts. Never see a day I'm taking it back. If I gave a shit, then I'd use a mask for wiping my ass. And when it comes to the shot, I don't care if you got it, why you care if I didn't? I'm not understanding the logic. Shit, it's such a hot topic, you can get them in malls. I just got my 8th booster, fucking round of applause. People scared to say it, so they just say nothing instead. So let me make myself clear so they don't twist what I said. Hell yeah, I'll get the shot with a gun to my head after they pull the trigger and they vaccinate me dead. And I ain't no Democrat, I ain't no fucking Republican either. These motherfucking raw dogs. I'm a free-thinking citizen of the United States of America, goddammit. Raw dogs. And I've Raw thoughts. Fuck the New World Order. Take that vaccine and shove it up your ass. Raw thoughts.
Oh, y'all thought I was done? Hell no. This is Raw Thoughts. You know how we do. Line these motherfuckers up. It's time to get to work. Where should I start? Joe Biden, I guess. Old Yeller. Shit, I'm honestly surprised he hasn't died on us yet. You ain't a president, dog. Shit, you don't have to pretend. Come on, Joe. We all know that you ain't actually win. Yeah, them puppet strings holding you up. Weekend at Bernie's. Dementia really slowing you up. Should we be worried? You're tripping upstairs, then you're sniffing on hair. Someone go and get this geriatric man a wheelchair. And then you got his son making lots of loot from the Ukraine and blew it on prostitutes. So I snort a line of crack rock off the protective case up on Hunter Biden's laptop. So I'm typing in caps lock like, hi Fauci, I seen that mail leak, dog. Better get a better antivirus called a Geek Squad. The king of backtracks. Last time I seen that many wrong numbers was me when I failed math class. And Jen Psaki, I'm getting sick of that lying twat fire crotch. Always trying to tell me they'll require shots. But if it's shots that they want, I'll let them have it. If they knocking on my door checking my vaccine status. Andrew Cuomo, grabbing asses like the old days. Still had time to kill more old people than old age. We all hate you, judge and defame you. I speak for all Italians, we don't claim you. Injected Rachel Maddow with a fatal strain of mad cow. Walked her up a massive flight of steps and kicked her back down. Seeing news come out, make me wanna smack the dick right out of Anderson Cooper's mouth. So ask me, Senator, pass me the AstraZeneca vax. Your relative's dad, go and jab your stepmother rapid. Testing your ass when you have a temperature. Shit, we going nuts, don't vax the messenger. Like Kamala Harris in Guantanamo Barracks. She's incarcerated so many people, I think it merits leaving her there to rot. She deserving of it either way. Just be sure you don't forget to go and throw the key away. Now you can call me insane, but Ted Cruz is actually growing on me. Wait, let me explain. Shot-wise, he's been freedom of choice, while also fighting for the First Amendment, which I need for my voice to get out. So no matter how bad that I wanna hate, I give credit where it's due. I know it's a hot take, but before I'm off the subject, wait, you still ugly. Shit, Arya Stark won't even wear your face. I'll impregnate Melinda Gates. She said my dick was great. I said shut up bitch, get back in the kitchen, fill my dinner plate. Then I liquidated Bill's estate, blew their house up with them in them, let them incinerate. Gathered up their ashes and slipped them into some vaxes. The FDA approved it and shipped it off to the masses. Had some side effects, but they ain't worried about that shit. Long as I ain't tell no one and pay my taxes. Get your vaccine, shoot up like 15. And don't forget to go collect your free Krispy Kreme. Go and get tested for fun to get a swab high. Cause there's nothing quite like huffing ethanol oxide. And Zuckerberg will try to censor my words. Jack Dorsey shadow banning, this revenge of the nerds. New rules trying to regulate life as it was. More mandates than gay night at the club. So I'm sorry that I had to come and stop the show before we all need a motherfucking shot to go anywhere. So someone had to come and rock the boat and say shit that even Tom McDonald won't. And I'm just one guy with the balls to say what I see, even if I sound off a ways. All I know is that we're way too lost to save. At this point, I could write a raw thoughts a day. Shit, but these are my opinions, and I'm allowed to speak them. You wanna get the shot? Do you? It's called freedom. You don't, then you don't. Stop forcing vaccinating, cause to me, that's like pushing pork belly on a vegan. I mean it. Disagree with my views, that's all fine. I respect you for yours, respect me for mine. We don't gotta draw a line in the sand or nothing. Just respect the motherfucker that'll stand for something. So keep watching the news and keep trusting the numbers. I'll keep digging for truth and tell them what I discover as they cancel motherfuckers just for raising their hand. I'll pull my megaphone out and get to taking a stand. Raw thoughts.
What's up, Logan? Real quick, you can just hang out for a second, right? Because I'm gonna ask you some questions and show your channel and stuff. But we have this thing on the show when we're on Saturday nights when the new John Levy video comes out. You know, I think you were here before when we watched it, right? You were here before, right? Yeah. All right. Well, it just came out like 11 minutes ago, so let's do it. John Levy.
I almost should have stayed in the truck. Now I look funny.
Said before, I don't script
you're fine.
These videos.
Don't worry
it's just me sitting here thinking out loud. I think everything built before the 1800s and even up to the 1900s is pre-Columbus, pre our story, pre our history.
That's a state house in Boston.
I was showing the fort in Pakistan with its beautiful cylinders. I was saying we're not going to find anything like this in America, even if it was in America. What we'll see in America is what fits into the American history.
So like every one of these buildings right here that look like this, there's one in like every
I just
city.
got up. I just woke up, guys.
Yeah, it's cool.
All
Just chill. All right, so check this out. What I'm trying to say is all these buildings that look like this, like the State House and like the one I was just showing, all the ones he's showing, are like a certain type of computer piece on the board. You know what I mean?
The Greco-Roman or classical architecture has been left. Narratives have been attached to it, ridiculous narratives. As we've explored over the years, these could be explained away.
It's like
but anything else like a pyramid or those...
It's like the main processor.
Towers in Pakistan,
you know,
would not have a place in the American narrative and will have been destroyed or covered up long ago, long before we began this research. Because America is the richest nation in the world. They can do such things, but in Pakistan they can't. They don't have the resources and they don't even care. Everything fits into their narrative, similar to India. Nothing shocking in India. So today I'm not going to focus...
I don't know if you guys can see this.
North America. Instead, we will look at something else.
But I got like
absolutely
the flood action was going on here.
Hey, just wait until the video is over, bro. All right, I'm just trying to show this.
All right. I gotta walk somewhere though.
I think this is a courthouse in Seattle, maybe Tacoma. And if anybody thinks that a horse and buggy people build a courthouse like this right across the street from these shacks, well, I don't know. Look at this thing. Here's what most of the photos look like from the Civil War. The biggest photo op in American history before the cell phone. I mean, just posing all over the place with a hand in the pocket like they're on vacation. You don't pose when you're faced with adversity. I don't even like to pose for any reason. This is in Mexico, and this is somewhere.
Yeah, he's right.
Every city has a building like this. I was in my early 20s when I first went into a building like this. It was the Salt Lake City Courthouse. I had to go in there to get a business license to have a food cart on the sidewalk. I was to sell crepes and eventually coffee from this food cart. And I walked into this monstrosity, and the Salt Lake one is even bigger than this one. And I thought, what the hell is this? The department I was looking for was just stuffed in a little corner of the building. Made absolutely no sense. Most of it was in disuse. Looked like I was in a museum. In the basement, just like here, just as we see shown in this photograph, in the basement, there was a restaurant. Everything about everything was stupid, and I was both in awe and confused. I knew something was wrong. And even to this day, 90% of the building not being used, most of these, 95% of the palace in Bucharest not being used. And I get a lot of comments telling me they insist it was built in the 60s. 90% not being used. Millions of dollars per month just to heat and cool the place for nothing. And this looks like a really rough go for these people who have clearly been enslaved. Unbelievable. And it looks like the remains of a building. Everything just so square down there.
Yeah.
And I think there's precious things that they're carting out of here. I don't know. We often look at the architecture, but what is more fascinating is what lies underground, oftentimes several floors. And if most of the above ground building is not being used, how strange to have over 150-year-old buildings with massive 1- and 2-story basements. And what we find is they are complete with plumbing. Even in old Rome, they had pipes and plumbing.
The Mormons didn't build it.
America is supposed to have outhouses, but the truth is, this is in my small town in the middle of nowhere, Utah. This was behind my coffee shop, and my plumbing failed. And upon excavating, I came to find that there were these terracotta or brick pipes with a glazing on the inside. And what I had come to discover running this coffee shop in this small Utah town is that all the sewers were failing. Exactly what happened 100 years ago in the big cities. But it was much later. The towns were so small. It wasn't until they grew in these rural areas that all these old pipes and infrastructure would begin failing, just as they had in larger cities 100 years ago. This is a statue that we're told was carved in Italy in a museum in a very
Was that a ham sandwich?
away. And I've made several videos discussing this, but I still believe that this is 3D printed. And you can put anything in a 3D printer. Any mixture. You can use mud, concrete, geopolymer, or even plastics, as are more common
geopolymer.
This to me is proof. All these sculptures that are so realistic that nobody can replicate today. The expression, the tenderness. Here again, just a depiction of what this whole realm seems to be. All the buildings we see, that we call Tartarian for lack of a better term, have buried levels. Here is the Ritz-Carlton in California. Right on the edge of their golf course, we discovered ruins. Shortly after I made this video, they demolished several of these columns. Very disheartening to share things that quickly become demolished soon thereafter. Still a few pillars
Did the sound get cut off, guys?
Yes, I thought it was me at first.
No.
Something.
It's my fucking shitty system. I'm just trying to get through
I'm
this.
actually kind of surprised that it's working really this good right now, because I'm using my phone data. What little tiny bit I have left, like
Don't
it's
jinx
like
it.
really
Don't jinx
hanging
it.
tough.
Don't
No,
jinx
it's hanging tough right now. It's awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Officiality of all the coastlines, clearly shaped and rocked and little parts poking out all over the place. This is a picture behind my coffee shop a few years ago. It was just starting to snow a little bit.
You guys see me?
And to me, this is such a beautiful depiction of what happened in our recent history.
Yeah.
We can see the older brick, and we can remark how it's buckled and cracking, and the tops on all the buildings in this town have been knocked off. I mean, by time or the cataclysm, and they've redone the tops, cleaning them up. So the newer stuff is on the top. Here they've just roughly cut a hole in the brick. Just the worst job putting a door in.
The worst job
the brick
putting
on
a
the
door in.
inside. This looks really hasty. A very crude job here. And back to these buildings that are found everywhere.
Yeah,
when I first started doing
like
this
central
research, I
processing
said, okay,
units,
how
these
about
ones.
Africa? Oh yes, this is the Macmillan Library in Nairobi, Kenya, 1936. And there's thousands. It really gets remarkable when we get down to New Zealand. And I don't know why something is clear, why some people can just seem out of place, having nothing to do with their surroundings. And here we understand that electricity can be gathered from the atmosphere. Here, this is titled An Apparatus for Collecting Atmospheric Electricity, June 26, 1907. And I've stated before that I think everybody was just reverse engineering all the tech that was being discovered everywhere. What they tell us is lightning antennas, excessive amount of lightning antennas. You could never pay me to put a lightning antenna on my building. No, I'll put it 100 feet away. Going to attract
They're receivers, but
this on the
I'll
other
take a
hand,
lightning
to
antenna.
gather the
they're
electricity
receivers, but not for
makes
lightning.
constantly. This makes so much more sense. And every building just having some excessive either lightning rod or flagpole, even the ordinary buildings. And why discuss the melted building idea? I don't know. Why discuss anything? If this is not a mountain that has been carved upon by Native Americans with tools that shouldn't be able to carve into mountains, then what is it? And if it looks like a melted building, just the faintest husk, true blessing that we can see any of it, then that should matter. It should matter, because if it's true, then we've been lied to about it. We've been told that this is the result of millions and millions of years when really it could have happened in a flash. And I believe it did. But this is an old cataclysm, one of the older ones. We clearly have this type of architecture built on top of older architecture, such as seen at the temple in Cholula. And I think these are more than just ornamental. These are access points to the underrealm that connect.
Thing is melted.
This realm is built intelligently from the ground up, beginning with the canals, as far as we can see, really beginning with the pumps and the generating of continuity throughout the realm. And these buildings simply being hubs. Again, 100 years ago, people had outhouses. And structures like this are littered across the plain. Littered. And we treat them like litter. Tear them down. Even the historical societies, as I've mentioned before, are so late to step in. It's the excess that really does it for me. In a time before proper plumbing and elevators and cranes, why are you building up? And if we're building outhouses, then they should be just as beautiful as these. I've never once seen an ornamental outhouse. Pretty important. More important than the top half of this building. And all the major institutions have stepped in and placed their stamp on the greatest of these buildings, including this castle here that the Smithsonian snatched up. And of course, all the government.
With one line. Look, a cent sign with one line through it. Isn't that a Mandela effect?
Everything. This building.
No, the dollar. It's the dollar sign that's Mandela effect.
The cent sign doesn't have two lines now?
He's going to have to stroll out of this tower and go find an outhouse.
No, it was the dollar sign that had two lines through it, but now only has one.
Somebody built it all. Somebody absolutely built all of this. Sometimes there's no history at all. And when we find it everywhere, when we actually begin to research all the old architecture, we find a full landscape, all resembling the same hand and just way over the top. There are so many levels to discuss here. Just excavating with a horse and buggy.
Look how low it
lifting
goes.
all this material to hundreds of feet.
Probably goes further down than that even.
Yeah, look. All right, like this is the street level right here where they built on top of it where the white is. Then underneath there's a whole fucking, like a whole city.
I can tell by looking at it. It goes deeper than that. I can tell.
Moving dirt, struggling just to do that. And it's everywhere. Every part of the world. In ruins, mud everywhere, rubble, and then a very confused and primitive looking people. And fast forward 50 years and they would simply clean everything up. In this next segment, we're going to look at something a little more recent. It seems they're still writing these comical narratives. I don't know what to make of this building or this picture, which is a building. I don't know. It looks like a dream. It's like one of those fake Tartaria pictures, like an artwork floating in the sky or something. And I love those pictures, but I also don't. I think they kind of muddy the waters and make me second guess myself. So beautiful. And I thought, where could this be? Is this even real? After doing a reverse image search, it turns out it's the Swami Narayan Temple. And upon doing this research, it originally started with older stuff, 100 plus years ago, and then got closer and closer to where even in the community, certain sites like the palace in Bucharest, which was said to be built in the 70s, became topics of debate, and I didn't think they could continue to pull this off up until the 70s, but I now believe so. I do believe that these things were still going on in the 70s, shuffling and repurposing the old world. But
it's
today,
3:30.
This is really pushing it, so much so to where I'm going to begin by saying I don't know. This is just crazy. Here we're told this mind-blowing temple here was actually completed in 2005. And it's a first for me. It's a first for me seeing this wonder that upon first glancing at, I wasn't even sure if it was real. And then I was very excited to see that it was real. I find it to be more impressive than the so famous Taj Mahal. And upon doing a little research, I come to discover that it was built in 5 years, from 2000 2005. The 5-year temple. The long-named temple is a Hindu temple and a spiritual campus in Delhi, India. It's also referred to as the Akshardham Temple, and this is the name that originally was associated with it when I started looking into it. Ham, like one of the sons of Noah, Ham. The complex displays a millennia of traditional and modern culture. Inspired by this yogi doesn't give a shit about a temple, first of all. And created by this Swami. I don't think this Swami looks like the creator. It was constructed by BAPS, a Hindu denomination formed in 1905. It's no different than the Catholic Church for me, or any great religion. Until poverty and human suffering has been solved, it's disgusting to build things like this. Piss billions into structures like this. If it's true, and I don't think it's true. Only in the old world were they pumping out structures like this. However, 2005 is so recent. We must have hundreds of construction photos. And again, I don't know. I look forward to seeing them if they exist. And I have searched, but that doesn't mean they don't exist yet. So whatever, they tell us all the tourist attractions about this site. Whatever, I don't care. More features, musicians, dancers, worthless. Exhibits, like it's some kind of World's Fair in India. Maybe they're pulling the World's Fair in India now, telling the new young Indians, look at this new temple that we've built. Here are exhibits, just like the World's Fair. Ooh, let's walk around this monstrosity and learn nothing about the architecture, but rather whatever they want to indoctrinate the people about in these booths and exhibits, just like the World's Fair. Could it be that they're pulling an Indian World's Fair right here, right now, or at least in 2005, with this structure? Was this really built in 5 fucking years? Sorry. 5 years. Okay, let's get past the exhibits. If we could have something serious here, besides the theater and the musical fountain, an absolute joke. This is a perfect joke. Look at this. Closed due to the sea. The Akshardham complex. Planning. Here we go. Something serious. The building had been planned since 1968 as a vision of this yogi. He was not a very modest yogi. He was the spiritual head of this denomination. Attempts were made to start the project, however, little progress was made. In 1971, he died. Okay, that should just be the end of it. Sorry, no temple. But no, this guy, in 1982, the successor to this guy, took them 11 years to find this guy, started to continue fulfilling the dream of his guru. He had nothing else to do. He prompted devotees to look into the possibility of building the temple in Delhi. And here's where it starts to just sound like the World's Fair. A request for the plan was put forward to the Delhi Development Authority. So this guy reaches out to the Delhi Department Authority to request a plan. He doesn't even have a plan. He's just going off of this guy's dream. And he reaches out to the government. Hey, government, my old master had a dream. Can you help me? Okay, let us suggest a few different places. How about this one, or this one? But this guy says, oh no, my old master really wanted it to be in this city here of Yamuna. So 20 years pass. 20 years pass. This started to go down in 1982. He reaches out to the
okay.
Hey, can you help me with a plan? They offer him some land. And he says, no, gotta be here. So 20 years later,
property
20 years later,
the Delhi Authority offered 60 acres of land. You see how this is sounding World's Fair now. 60 acres? We were just going to build a temple. And another state in India, unrelated, offered 30 acres for the project. Just rolling out the red carpet for this guy's wish to fulfill his master's wish. Just the government just doling out all this land without a plan. The guy had to request a plan. They don't even have a plan. No, 20 years later, 60 plus another 30. And that's it. This guy was ready to perform a puja on the site for success of the project. There we go. He's going to go dump some water out. This is his plan. Construction on the temple began in 2000. That's it. They gave the land, he dumps the water, and they begin construction in 2000. And Akshardham was officially opened in 2005. 5 years. So here we go. Here we have a construction photo. Really, really reminiscent of our old narrative. Just made in recent times. And again, I'm completely open. I'm
Thank you,
excited
Kim Ray. I thought I was tripping.
to construction photos that we must have for this temple, this fairy tale temple.
It's almost done. It's almost over.
A team of 8 Swamis were assigned to oversee the project. During the development, this guy was consulted in many aspects of the monument's construction. Around 97 and 98, very vague, the idea to start development on the temple by beginning the stone carving had been requested. However, this guy asserted that the construction should only start after the land was acquired. Oh, that's a good idea. The initial work done on the site was...
Real quick, I don't want to talk about this too much, but don't you think John Levy should come on the show? Wouldn't that be cool to have him on the show one night?
Yeah, that would.
Put it out there. Put the word out.
On the foundation. Initially, the site wasn't considered ideal for the construction. As a result, a deep foundation was imperative. So they're having issues with the soil, similar to many of the old stories. They tell us they started these old constructions on swamps, oftentimes. 5 million fired bricks raised the foundation another 21 feet. And that's on top of the 15 feet of rocks and sand, intertwined with mesh and topped by 5 feet of concrete. The bricks were then topped by 3 more feet of concrete to form the main support under the monument. Okay, well that's interesting. July 2001, the first sculpted stone was laid. The Swamis watched over stonework as well as the research on carvings. It's like they're figuring it out as they go. The research was done at various sites, such as Angkor Wat and other temples. 7,000 carvers and 3,000 volunteers were put to work for the construction of this place. 7,000. So this is a good study in a lot of different ways. And again, I'm just not sure if it's even true. 7,000 workers. So reminiscent of our old stories. Just one person here. 6,999 people were off on this day. While the detailed carvings were done by hand, initial stone cutting was done by machine. Every night, over 100 trucks were sent, where 4,000 workers and volunteers operated on the construction site. Every night, 100 trucks with 4,000 workers. That's a lot of people in these 100 trucks. So that's it. We're just trucking people in 100 trucks, thousands of people and volunteers. And then we move on to the opening ceremony. Akshardham was consecrated. I love this one. Similar to founded in 2005 by this fine man. Go man, pursuing the dream of a dream. This is your man. Nothing is impossible for this man. The opening ceremony with the presence of 25,000 guests. Again, similar to these old narratives. A place of education, experience, and enlightenment. Education, like I showed up here. Musical fountain, gardens, boat ride, theater, exhibits, and it just doesn't add up Oh my God, an official Guinness Book of World Records was given to this man, the spiritual leader. The record was presented as the world's largest comprehensive Hindu temple certificate. The certificate states that this temple is the world's largest Hindu temple, covering an area of 86,000 square feet. In comparison, the palace in Bucharest was 1 million square feet. To this day, they only occupy, I believe, 10 to 20% of it. So I don't know. Is this something that was recently built? In 5 years, I'm gonna reach out to all the experts in the field on this one. Could it be done? So again, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. This was a weird one. For today, I thank you for being here. Do have a blessed day. I love you all, and I'll see you next week.
Nice, we got through it. We did it. We got the John Levi video. Great.
Yeah, that was good.
John Levy, John Levi. Depends on where you're from, I guess. Anyways, so we have Logan. What's going on, man? How you been?
Good.
Chilling, man. Yeah, man. I got you confused because there's like 2 different Logans. I think that's what it is. Do you have another screen name that's actually has the word name Logan?
Yeah.
In it? You do.
Yeah, that's my son's.
Oh, so you have.
I shut it. I stopped using it though.
Oh, so they're both you. Okay, I get it now. All right,
I'm running you. I'm running you on 2.
Confusing the fuck out of me, man. So
that's why I stopped doing it.
So
he said not to fuck with his name.
So now you are Machine Head 69. Let me get your channel.
Yeah.
All right. So what you been up to lately, man? What's the latest thing you've been the latest biggest fucking ball blowing fucking thing that you've been researching, you know?
I've been researching out around where I live, where there's this big ass mud flood, and 20 feet of shit I've been digging through road.
Where do you live, man? Where do you live?
I'm at
I got your channel.
Lake Koocanusa. It's a reservoir at the Canadian border.
Oh yeah,
so it's Alberta.
I was up at the Canadian border, but I was up near New York.
Yeah.
Where are you? You're on the other side.
Montana.
You still only get
British Columbia and Alberta and Idaho, right in the corner, right up there. All the old maps you see, they're
wait, Colorado.
There's a little
near Colorado type of deal.
No, by Canada.
So even further up.
Yeah, where the ice sheets are just receding. There's maps I see that still have ice, and it shows this little ice dam, and it comes in the United States a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm in there right there. And you can clearly see this place where it's 500 feet of mud.
So this is everybody. This is his channel. Everybody sub his channel because look, he only has 16 subs, man. We could do better. We could do better, people.
I just been putting out some stuff. I got this new phone and I throw it in the truck.
What's the coolest one that you think I should play that you got here?
I don't know. Coolest one? It's probably still on my phone.
I know, but I'm saying what's the
play one of the new ones. One I was driving, one I have private. You think I could let one go from being private? That one's private.
If you make it unlisted,
show part of it.
No, listen. This is what you could do. You can make it. You could go change it to unlisted instead of private, and no one will see it. And then you can put the link in my private chat over here, and then I can bring it up on the screen. And
I'll work on that.
If that's what you want to do.
Check out the one where I'm driving the truck.
18, the one that's 18 minutes. This one right here.
You can scroll through it.
I'll play it. I don't got nothing else better to do. But I mean,
my suggestion.
I have a few links to go over too, but it's not that big of a deal.
On the hood of the truck is the reflection of all the trees where you're going through.
Yeah.
And we used to look at that.
If you want me to stop it,
watch it, you'll see.
Listen, if you want me to stop it at a certain spot, I'm gonna put the volume down a little bit so we can talk over it. If you want me to stop it at a certain
go to
spot,
like 4 minutes. Go to like 4 minutes already. 4:20.
Go to 4:20. All right.
4:20.
Sure, why not?
I'll go. I'll try. 4:20.
That's cool. I'm still high.
It's like a whole nother world. Everything above us that we don't even know covers our plane. And I just try to catch little reflections of it.
So you're talking about you're looking at the sky.
Yeah, but it's on my hood.
Oh, I see.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice that before when I watched it.
I see what you're doing.
At all the trees.
That's cool.
Right? All right, it's asking me to publish it. It'll probably take a little while. And the other one's like 6-7 minutes. I just pull out of the neighbor's house, and they got this guy built this like off-grid house, and there's a teepee and all kinds of stuff like that. I don't even know which way I'm going. I think I'm headed south. You don't have the sound on though, huh?
I don't. There's no sound.
No, the sound is on. I hear it.
I just put it lower.
It's really low.
I just put it low so we can talk over it because it's just a loud
all right.
car engine.
There's nothing going on anyways. I don't have the radio on or nothing.
That's what I'm saying. So, do you talk during the video? Or you just
not usually. I gotta focus on.
All right. So I'll put the volume all the way down, and then you just talk. Like you just explain what's going on.
Right on. Thanks, Ray, for having me.
No problem. I like it.
Thank you for your support. You bet. You guys are awesome. So we're right now about 20 miles south of Canada.
Sorry. Dying over here.
And I'm just kind of following along this guy. Sooner or later, we're going to see outcroppings on, like, kind of on the left. There's different kinds of bases on all these mountains. They're like, honestly, a lot of them look like giant freaking mine, like tailings, like they just plopped a bunch of dirt on stuff. But glaciers, I don't know. I research into some more of about like other types of legends and stuff like that. It's just really hard to.
Well, it's pretty cool because I don't research any of this stuff that you're talking about, but I don't mind. I still love it. Whatever you want to research, I love showing it.
Yeah, I mean, because I run up where getting gravel where they take these big rocks they find that rolled off the mountains. They crush them.
Is that like you're like? What do you do for a living? Like, what is that like? You do something with rocks?
I'm doing this, building a road in my piece of property so I don't get stuck this winter.
Oh, that's what you've been doing.
I got raw dog, bro. So
you got raw dogged? What do you mean?
I got raw dogged, so I am my own man doing whatever I'm gonna do with my daughter and I.
Oh, I get it.
All my other kids, like everybody, like we cleared out. All our like bad vibes.
It sucks.
So
yeah, it's been happening to a lot of people in the community, and you're not alone. And the best thing you could do is just surround yourself with women. I'm telling you, that's what I did when I lost a few girlfriends.
I'm always overran. Yeah, that's what my friend said. He plays in a band.
I'm saying even if they're just your friends, like it's cool. Like just fucking have a bunch of girls around all the time, and you'll be fine. You won't even.
That's how I got raw dog.
Feminine energy.
Yeah, you won't even think about
what you're talking about, right?
You won't even think about your ex. I'm telling you because that's what happened.
No, I don't think about her.
Yeah,
I think about not getting fucked over, and
sometimes it ends really bad, and you're just like,
it does end in my favor.
Well, that's good.
You get, you test people, give them.
Oh yeah,
chances.
you got the kids, right? So there you go.
I've had the kids. Yeah. That's a long story.
That's a win. That's a win. No, that's tough for the guy to get the kids, dude. I can't get the kids. If I want, they ain't gonna give me the kids. I can tell you that much. If shit ever hit the fan, the kids are not going with me. I can tell you that much.
Sometimes you never know if you're in a situation where you get it too bad. You will be. Because
hopefully they would. But
hopefully.
But yeah, so this is like this is pretty cool because I never get to see mountains. This reminds me of like when I was in upstate New York. It's like a lot of like turns and mountains, and then I bet you there's some parts where it's all rock, right? Where it's just complete mountain. Like you're like, whoa, it's like up the side of a cliff. You're like, what the fuck?
Reminds me of some of the road trips that I've taken through the mountains.
And I bet you the air is really nice and the weed grows really strong and potent because it's at high elevation, right? You're up at a high elevation.
You got to start it inside first. It's got to be. I mean, you get it out on like what, May Day, Mother's Day, and you got May, June, July. You got 3 months. Everything gets frosted.
Listen, like there was a time when weed was illegal, and like we used to like have to go to upstate New York to get our weed because it was way better than the Boston weed for some reason. Like completely way better, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Closer to New York, closer to the border.
So it's sort of the same elevation as like Afghanistan, like Kush and Afghani and White Widow.
Yeah, I used to get all that shit.
Pretty good over there.
Do you know about the white buffalo?
I almost want to just come visit Boston just for that.
I'm asking you, do you know about the white buffalo?
I want to try the white buffalo.
I know all about White Widow.
No, there's this strain that they grow on the Indian reservation in Ithaca, New York, right? It's hydro, and it's called white.
I think I've heard of that.
It's called white buffalo. And like if you look it up, the white buffalo comes around like I don't know, like every once in a while. It has something to do with Native American stuff, but
I want to try it.
It's the best weed, dude. It's a bomb. It's the bomb shit. You gotta go to Ithaca to get it.
Ithaca sounds like something out of Narnia.
I know, it was crazy.
Or like a Viking legend or something. I posted the other video, and this is just gonna ramble on. I think I should have had the one where I don't know, or stopped or something. I don't know. I was just mostly screwing around with this phone, seeing if I'm not even on the internet.
Listen, we'll take them on a nice long drive. You know what I mean? Let's take them on a nice long road trip today.
Yeah.
Just having fun, just cruising along, no problem. And it looks like you're driving too, because you're in your car right now.
Road trips are so relaxing to me, especially going through the mountains and the trees. And
I have a few things. I have a few things for us to go over after this. Don't worry.
I'm waiting to see if there's going to be any of those outcroppings. They may be coming up. Where am I passing?
Look at the hood. Look at the.
There's
hood.
Hardly anything. Like 30 miles you'll go, and there'll be
You know what would be cool to do with that thing on the hood? Just crop it out so you don't see the street, so it's just the hood, right?
Oh yeah.
And then put some music to it, like make it like a music video. You know what I mean? And like
maybe get some wax it up a little bit so it's shinier.
No, I'm saying take some mushrooms and then just fucking sit there and just stare. Sit there. And just
I would filter the top, not cover it. Just do some odd filtering. I would mess around with filters. Get some weird colors going.
You guys are crazy.
Right? Even YouTube lets you do a little bit of that.
25 minutes to 420.
I think YouTube wants you to do mushrooms. I don't know why. I just have that feeling.
That bridge, that's the train bridge. It follows these magnetic mount. They have the train only runs on the hardest stone. We just went into another realm right here where we're at right now. Nice. It's a little corridor. They call it's the Inland Salish Mountain, I think. Yeah. I can't see where we just passed. I don't have my glasses on. So we're in like a realm right here that explorers traveled with. They came down through the Bering Strait into Alaska and down through Canada into the United States.
Wow.
It's like, and then there's a like world premiere ski resort on the other side, which would be the left side we're looking at would be the ski resort back there. And the other side goes all the way to Spokane, like a back way.
Hold on one second.
I've went all the way there almost.
Hold on. Who popped in right now?
Damsel Medic.
All right, let her in. Hold on one second. I'm gonna take your video off. Let's talk to her.
Damn, that other bit. It's been so long since I've seen you.
Yeah, she's cool. What's up? How you doing? She's coming in. Can't see you. Maybe you need to go back out and come back in. I don't know. Your screen's black.
Sometimes it gives you a chance to do something. I don't know.
Oh wait!
I found a good light. Do I got good light here?
No, not you. Her. Damsel Medic.
She's just probably
her
still
screen is
sitting waiting to push the button.
Oh,
there she is.
What's up? She's frozen now.
Yeah, she might be having some connection issues. It might be slow.
That's what I was hoping didn't happen to me.
Well,
might have to just wait to let it
Come on. That's a grip of the serpent. That's the words of a liar. As I search to acquire the fire, first to inspire me to curse in each verse with the ire. You're witnessing the rebirth of the fighter. Need to do some research on a spider. Feet first with the bugs in my web, and I had madness on my mind. Doing drugs up at 7, throwing slugs up at heaven. Scorching from the flame of the hellfire burning. I'm an orphan of the game. Purple rain leaking, black coffin in my vein. I can see my sanity encircling the drain. Flush with the rush of the pills crushed up in my well. Am I still fucked up? Tell me where's the plug? It's so bad I'd pulled it. A car out of fuel, I'm a gad out of bullets. I'm gone.
I'm on it, and I'm violent. A little unstable, it's probably my environment. All the time spent trying to write me around to get out though. Cause we cutthroat, but above all, I'm a warrior. Look, my blood pump, high octane, I flame on. Cut a line that goes straight to the brakes, you crash dummies. Wipe the mud up off my face, watch the sun shine down on me. Risen from the ashes, swinging for the fence with a bat named Lucille, like Walking Fucking Dead. Pop the trunk, I'm fed up, from the street to bedlam. Murder, red rum, drill a beat like Ted Bundy. I've been at this shit forever, man, for oh so long. Trying to paint a perfect picture with the tools that I got. Or maybe it's the death of my pops in a box full of ashes, passing around like a souvenir, asking me questions about him. The tension keeps stacking. The fact of the matter is I'm just a bastard. Now fuck what you talking, I've heard it 1,000 times. Back of my mind, I had thought about suicide. Walk with my head up, but egg just to crack a smile. Dealt with the hurt and the anger keep coming out. I'm on it, and I'm violent. A little unstable, it's probably my environment. All the time spent trying to write me around to get out though. Cause we cutthroat, but above all, I'm a warrior. Look, my blood pump, high octane, I flame on. Cut a line that goes straight to the brakes, you crash dummies. earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. Now what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. Now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? I thought you knew about it. Would you rather do without it? The earth's a center. The sun and moon moves around it like a clock. Can you hit a moving target with a rocket? I'm not hard to get along with. Just take a bong hit. Do you serve up any content? The stars are constant. You want a consolation for it? It makes me vomit. We never do get hit by comments. I know you want it. Just leave another useless comment. NASA lost it. The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. You know it's flat. And there is a bunch of us. Though he's munching on a bunch of snuffle up because you think it's cute, then why not cuddle up with us? We know it's flat. Why you making such a fuss? My supper was the fucking best. That's just because the earth is flat. It hit me like an uppercut to the nuts. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. There's a Russian with the crew. Don't forget to brush after your food. Asteroids and asteroids too. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat. There's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat. There's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat. There's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat. There's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat. There's nothing you can do about it. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. It's fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat.
So when I'm done, they just like keep spinning. It's called a spinner. That's what they call them. That's the street term for when your live stream won't stop. It's called a spinner.
What's up, Denzel? You made it. How you doing?
Doing all right. Can you hear me okay?
Damsel, it's been so long since I've seen you.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been around. Been busy.
Yeah. So what you been up to lately? Like you've been making videos. You've been doing.
I'm just living in Texas and running German Shepherds for protection work and security work.
German Shepherds.
Yeah, we have 20 German Shepherds currently in different age ranges that are all being trained to work service work of all kinds, whether it be for school protection, drug detection, bomb detection, or SD cards, finding for pedophiles that like to hide stuff on SD cards. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff, man. So
yeah, that is cool stuff.
Yeah, actually, turn the camera around. You might see my youngest one that I've got here sleeping with me in this little room that we've built. That's cool. Kira.
Oh wow!
Hi, Kira.
They're so smart, those dogs.
Yeah,
they're just like people. They're like little kids.
Yeah, she's only you're 8 months old now, girly. Yeah, Kira means killer in Japanese, by the way.
Yeah.
What? And she's not. She's a really nice dog.
So did you teach her commands in German?
Oh yeah, she knows 9 plots, Zeiss. Yeah, she knows all her stuff.
That's so cool. My dad had a German Shepherd named Eddie Fritz.
Oh, nice.
Because it was just a German name that they gave him, Fritz. They used to call him Mr. Fritz.
Yeah, the Germans are a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm German. My last name's German.
Oh yeah.
I'm half German, and I'm half Sicilian.
Well, I'm Irish, so I think I get along with you.
my kids are Irish. My fiance is Irish, so.
That Native
My
American.
mom is half Sicilian and half Irish.
That might grandfather me in. I don't know. But
Let's see if my headphones here work. Just like hear you guys a little better because it is a little difficult. Hold on.
Yeah, my mom is half Sicilian and half Irish, but I don't know what my father is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
I know that his parents were gypsies, so
we got 18 people here all of a sudden. Natalie Rankin, Sean Osborne.
Oh, the reason I decided to jump in though was when you showed that John Levy video. That last American building that he was showing as a Capitol before he went into the Indian stuff and all that, where he said it was. I think this building's in Seattle, Washington, and it's not. It's actually in Spokane, where I basically grew up and lived there most of my life. Yeah, in that area, and that was the first building that actually set the alarm bells off in my head that something wasn't right about the story, because I knew the history of the entire region and how many people were there and the Indian tribes and all this stuff that had gone on. Yeah. And there's no way it could have been built. I've been in the building. I tried to get in the tower at one point. They told me.
What do you think about this? What do you think about this mud flood research? Do you think it's kind of interesting how all right, all this information, right? That it seems like it's being handed down from somewhere, right?
Sure.
And it's all about okay. It's about building materials. What different types of geopolymers and cements are made out of? What bricks are made out of? How many bricks a brick manufacturer made, and what they made the bricks out of, and brick buildings and masonry buildings and statues and monuments and all kinds of Freemasonic stuff, right?
Sure. Freemasonry,
yeah. It seems like it might be Freemasons that are starting the mud flood. But then again, there's these bigger channels that encourage the smaller channels to go out and do this boots on the ground footage. We got our own boots on the ground. Actually, he deserves a boots on the ground for his boots on. Watch, you'll see.
Boots on the ground.
So first of all, right, boots on the ground is kind of like a military term, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I was in the military. Yeah,
completely 100%.
That means you're deployed into an area. Boots on the ground means you've been deployed.
Have you seen the CIA document that I showed the other night on Tartaria? The one that
I missed that one, Ray. I'm sorry, I missed it.
Well, they show it on a lot of different channels. It's I'll try to bring it up. Hold on. Let me see. Give me a second. I want your opinion on this because okay, so this is supposed to be a real CIA document that they covered up, that they took out Tartaria basically. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can.
I think I know which one you're talking about. I think I have seen it on other channel.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know which one you're talking about.
I don't know. I don't know what to think. I'm not military. I have no fucking idea. But the thing is, it's okay. I want to ask you a question about it, but hold on. Let me see if I can get it up.
Yeah, she decided she had to get into my cot with me. There we
go. All right, yeah. Yeah. I think this is it right here. Okay, hopefully this is it. Okay. So let's see. Share screen. I hope I don't share anything back. No, I'm joking. All right, let's go. Boom. All right. DuckDuckGo. CIA document on Tartaria. All right. FOIA, Central Intelligence Agency. All right, let's see. This is probably it. All right. So it says assessment of Soviet. Look, did you mean Tartaria? Chris, hold on. I don't know if this is it. No. I don't know. No, I don't think this is it. No, that's not it. That's not the one I was looking for. Hold on. I showed it the other night. It's probably going to show up. Yeah, here it is. Okay. There's a video on it.
And here
Who?
we have
Hold on one sec.
I'm about to check it. I'm about to check it.
Let me know who it is. Don't let no one in yet.
This is on CIA.gov.
Bane Bear.
Book called the
National
Cultural Development.
Yeah, all right. You can let him in. Let Bane Bear in.
Under communism. And so I'm just going to read this excerpt. You guys should be able to see it on the screen right there. It says, "Or let us take the
So you see,
which, along with religion,
I do.
Culture,
Hey, Bane Bear.
hold on. I want to show her this.
Here again, the communists have interfered. For example, on 9th August in Moscow, issued a directive order the party's Tartar Providential Committee to proceed to a scientific revision of history on Tartaria, to liquidate serious shortcomings and mistakes of the nationalistic character committed by individual writers and historians in dealing with Tartar history. In other words, Tartar history was to be rewritten, and let's be frank, were to be falsified in order to eliminate references to Great Russia aggressions and to hide the fact of the real course of Tartar-Russian relations." And you can read the rest there if you want to. But this says a lot right here. When you look at this, and this is...
Oh yeah, I know that guy. He's
So,
pretty cool.
Who is he? What's his name?
Oh, he's on a
John
tour.
Pounders.
John Pounders. Yeah, pound
Oh,
the
shout out-
uplight.
all right, shout out to him. So anyway, yeah, he had the right
I used to
information.
watch them.
So anyway, so like, what do you think about that? Like, so, all right, so say that. So what's up, Bane Bear? So say the CIA did cover up Tartaria or whatever they're saying, right? And this is like, all right, and then like, there's buildings everywhere, right? There's like a lot of fucking buildings. If you think about how big this place is, there's probably fucking tons of buildings, right? And they're like encouraging like YouTubers to go out and film the buildings. And it seems kind of strange to me, doesn't it? Doesn't it seem a little strange? You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah,
Right.
it does. I think you're pushing it a little too hard. You kind of wonder.
Well, do you think it could be military? Like the military wants to recover like some sort of data on these buildings?
Maybe they're looking for something. Maybe they're actually still looking for stuff.
Like it's some kind of psyop? You know, like I believe that it's like it's real, you know, like there was a civilization that got covered up, but
I think there is a different history.
There's a reason why they want us to go out and film it and get.
Here's my thought on it. Right,
What up?
I think they want to get a good beat on us and know where we all stand, and so they push all these topics to see who jumps on them, so that they know like who is actually like looking into this stuff, so that they can get a beat on us, because so that they can, you know,
That's like
they can
data
target.
collection. Yeah, data collection. Sure.
Yeah.
They'll know who's who. Yeah.
That's right.
But you know what? I'm to the point where I don't give a fuck, because you know what? I already know I'm targeted. I've been targeted since the day I was born.
Yeah.
I mean, I do care, but you know, I don't care at the same time.
I feel.
Because, I mean, what am I going to do about it?
Non-fiction be the real hip-hop. We make you wanna kill cops. Cats hate me, cause they know my finger, they girl squad. They feel helpless, real jealous. We killed Elvis. I shot Reagan with the help of the Secret Service. Super double agent. Shoot your mother with my brother's favorite. 12 gauge waving, aiming at your brain. Strange universe, too famous. Leaving the murder scene blameless. Drug entertainment. Thugs at the blaze of laser gun, saying what I wrote. They feel what I feel, they see the same picture. We make the biscuit through the talking and became richer. Nobody gets a record deal, you gotta take that shit. Treat the record label like a slut and then rape that bitch. I keep it simple for these stupid cats, claiming you knew the facts, but in reality, you were trapped. Jesus Christ was a gangster rapper. They killed him, then he came back and made a platinum album. The path like travels like the dragon shadow, invisible to CIA camera angles. They got a file on every rap group. They killed the last man who had proof. They after me for information that I have too. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me, be bad news. Get the fuck up out my way when I pass through. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have Capitalism, socialism, live life, lead, learn. Struggle, war, home, drug fiends, the White House burn. Sex, pain, fear, freedom, love. Young guns be shooting. Genocide, revolution, lost souls prostituting. Military confrontation, safe sex and masturbation. Peace to all the homeless people living in the train station. Project Wars, build a 1 verse 4. Lock the door, burn the disc, now everybody hit the motherfucking floor. They bustin', I'm a glutton for the shit. I'm number 6 on their list, next to kissing all these kids. Cause I run with Asians, Latinos and black fists. 5% is Caucasians, thugs who live communists. They broke in my house, planted bugs and number lamps on my couch. They after me, what? Let me find out, I'm not having it. My rap attract the service like a magnet. The vast get nothing like private parties with no laminates. If I'ma die bustin' and struggling. I'm hustling for the people, fuck them devils and corruptions. Nothing for nothing, ain't it something how they do? They ID me due to my tattoo. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me with bad news. Get the fuck up out my way when I pass through. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me with bad news. Fuck around with non-fiction, that's a bad move. Projects for straight jackets, electroshock states, I rock a fallout, traded for royalty rates. Get your drink on, we build the bomb, spit in your face. Smart to change cars, I cruise the block, I do it for chase. Nice spike works, a fancy knife work. Hit the Christ, non-fiction, striking prison night shirts. I pay dues, nothing to lose, steady busting off weapons and tools. When I come home, I'll be smelling shit and furniture's moved. Eat the slug, takes the weight off, I live this for real. I do this for the dead, rest in peace, I'm holding you near. Making up time, 12 years, we on tour, we blowing you back off. Poor cats, jack your car seats and take a scalp off. Soldiers of merits, inherited from way back. Cyanide and bullets, so I should follow my stats. It's too futuristic, thugs to robots, experiments. 4-point restraints in my hypercube on medicines. Paid veterans, crippling souls. It's getting bigger now, the information running the globe. It's just my mechanics, either with a gat or Xanax. Widespread panic until the Sabbath. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me with bad news. Get the fuck up out my way when I pass through. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me with bad news. Fuck around with non-fiction, that's a bad move.
So anyway, I got something to show. I got something to show you guys. All right, I don't know. I've been looking into this dumb shit.
1 minute to 4:20.
Hey, Bang Bear, what you been up to lately, man?
I've been writing all day. Check it out.
You been what?
I have been writing jokes all day.
You still doing your stand up?
Yeah, I've done 31 open mics so far.
You got any good You got any good new ones on your channel? I'll bring it up.
I've got a couple new ones on the channel, yeah, but I'm writing this set list, like, no lie. I think Monday is going to be like one of my funniest sets.
The creative juices.
Like I've been working on this.
Flowing, huh? The creative juices are just the creative Bane Bear juices are just flowing lately. Good for you. I love it when that.
Well, happens. I've been testing the jokes on like all these. Definitely, yeah. And I've been testing these jokes on a lot of people, and they're still working out pretty fine.
So
I can test out a couple on you that I've already performed. But if you see my channel, then
yeah, you're getting better at joke. You're saying you're getting better at being more casual with your jokes. Like people seem to be coming around.
I'm getting. Well, it's not so much people as it is me. It's just and I'm not. That's not a brag. I'm saying I'm getting over my stage fright and stuff because it's. Oh, so it's one thing to.
They call it finding your footing. You found your footing.
Yeah. It's like finding your voice in radio. Yeah. It's like finding your footing. Yeah, you stage legs. Yeah, I'm still paying my dues. I am not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for a room with like 500 people.
Which one do you want me to play? And I can't play anything like really crazy that's going to get me in trouble because it's weird how like They'll allow you to upload some of these on your channel, but then when I play them on my stream, they'll fucking flag me for it for some reason.
And Bane Bear can juggle also.
It has something to do with the StreamYard, dude.
He can juggle and tell jokes at the same time.
What's the deal? Like, which one should I play that's really good?
Go to the one that says Ginger Snaps.
Ginger Snaps. And everybody
go down a little bit.
Everybody
Snaps
should
one.
Go down. I don't think I can go down. I think I got to go across. Hold on.
These are all new, but there's one from like a week ago I did called Ginger Snaps.
Hold on. Ginger Snaps.
There it is. I think it's there. You just passed it, I think.
I'll go back. Boom. Boom. I see it. All right, cool. Yeah, cool. Oh, they just shorts. Can you hear it?
We'll start buying up breweries and commandeering the term ginger ale.
You have to turn it up a little bit.
Move on to the snack.
I'm trying.
Take over the term ginger snaps, and then they'll start getting more real estate.
Where's the fucking volume on this thing?
They'll have the ginger maps.
Ginger Snaps. I'm already laughing.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the volume.
I have to approach the subject gingerly. I'm just unhung.
That's pretty good, man. Approach the subject gingerly.
Yeah, he's good. Well, Bane Bear. Did you?
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, I can't.
I knew it was coronavirus because for a week straight I was craving egg rolls. But one of my biggest fears, though.
So anyway, listen, Bane Bear, right? So me and Christian, like we started a band, right? And
yeah,
we're gonna be doing these big, huge flat Earth tours, right? Where like, they're gonna start off small, and we're going to like people's backyards and playing in like cookouts and shit, and like places anywhere where people. Hey, we'll play in your fucking living room. If you have a spot for us to play, we'll play there, right? We're gonna like go across last stop, Daryl's house, right? Okay. Right, no, I'm serious. Christian's been coming over and we've been practicing like day and night. And our first show is October 1st at Faye's house. We already have a show, a first show and everything, a debut. And
nice.
The band really rocks, dude. Right? It's rock. It's good, right? Yeah, I can't release anything or show anything or nothing, but it's really good, right? It debuts October 1st. But like seriously, like we were talking about getting a comedian to like warm us up to come out, like, and like would you?
An opener.
Would you be willing to follow us around? We need like a ton of people to like follow us around and like look out for us and like, you know what I mean? Like we need to have a crew. You know what I mean?
Your posse. You need your posse, man.
Yeah, we're gonna be going from state to state, place to place. We need like a group. You know, it's going to be like the Grateful Dead. We're going to have people like passing things out in the crowd and like all kinds of cool shit going on. It's going to be all nuts.
That would be fun.
Right.
But it's also one of those things where it's like, that's what I like about the local open mics. And this is going to sound terrible when I say this.
Yeah.
I haven't left Greenville, South
You could warm up the crowd for us and come out and say like flat Earth jokes and shit.
Possibly, but I'm just telling you, I haven't left my own state of South Carolina.
We'll take you with us. You can come. We're going to get a big bus. You will bring your family if you want. We're going to bring our families. It's going to be all good.
Ray, I don't think you understand. I'm honored that you would ask me. I really am. But I hate travel so much. I haven't left my own town in over 2 years.
Dude.
Man, you really hate travel.
We'll at least tell me you'll think about it.
I'll think about it.
I went through that for a little while, Bane Bear. I understand what that. I understand that.
Well, either way, we'll come to your town and I'll meet you anyway.
Here's the thing: set up to where you have shows when you come through the southeast.
When we come to your town, you can do it.
Yeah, we'll set up 4 different venues. Set up what you can do. This is what I think you should do. If you're coming by my area, plan it on a weekend when there's like a 3-day weekend, right? You set up 4 different venues, like north and south of me and all that stuff. And then you got Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night.
Do you know places where we could do it?
Allegedly, but some of them are very left wing. Like, I mean, you can't. No kidding.
No, we
okay.
want to have like flat Earth meetups there. Like, have everybody come and meet us there.
Gotcha. I don't have a big venue like that for sure.
Is there any like outdoor amphitheaters like that you could like get a permit and rent for like $100 for the town?
There might be, but I'm terrible at paperwork like that.
No. I'm saying, can you scout it out for me? Like stop looking for shit like that.
Definitely. I'm just if you're coming through the area and like let's say you have one of those weekends and you're doing 4 shows. I'll open for free for those 4 nights.
We need places to play first. Like if we have places to go, we will go there.
You're talking about a year from now, or when are you talking about?
No, it's starting October 1st. Yeah. We're already, dude. We've been practicing. We've been practicing day and night. I've been playing the guitar constantly. I've been playing the guitar in my sleep. I can rap. I can rap and play the guitar now. At the same.
Do you want to hear something funny, Ray? You want to hear something hilarious? We did a house clean out. I found 2 ukuleles.
Nice.
Yeah, and if I bash them both on the stage as a joke at the same time, that'd be the equivalent of smashing it.
Why smash them? Do they work?
I'm not going to smash them. It's just a joke about me saying. Right. But I'm not actually going to smash.
Don't smash. No bueno. Don't smash the ukulele. Don't smash.
No, I would keep one. I would keep it as a prop to play, and then I would give the other one to somebody else.
Pawn it or something.
Don't do that.
Forget about it.
It's kind of like last night you were talking about JTI Murphy needs a new mic, and so does Singe Man, and I have extra mics here. I give them to you, but it's like we're nowhere near each other.
Well,
like
I'm not that far.
We're gonna be coming through.
I'm about everywhere. 2 hours away.
Where's Voynich? Let's
get I'm in Aiken.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's right across from Augusta, Georgia.
No, I know. Yeah, I know Aiken. All right, well, listen, y'all.
Or as I like to call it, Disgusted, Georgia. Disgusted, Georgia. Because it's disgusting.
It is. Hey, how about this one?
I can say that because I was born and raised there, so I can say that.
Hey, I'll give you one more, Ray, before I go. Do you want to hear a good one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. On my bucket list, I think every man and woman should have like a bucket list. You know, want to skydive before I die. I want to drive something at 150 miles an hour. Okay. Yeah, I know. Everybody has a bucket list. Everybody that poops and pees has a bucket list once you're over the age of 30. Everybody. Okay. But on my bucket list, like men may not want to put in men, but we have specialty foods on our bucket list. Like in the beef world, you know, I love steak.
I have a bucket list. Yeah, I have a bucket list. Go ahead.
We all have a bucket list. Do you want to hear the rest of the joke or no?
Yeah,
I want to hear it.
Have we established that every fucking buddy has a bucket list? We all have a bucket list. Anybody else want to chime in?
Joke.
I'm just a little. I'm a little out of it.
I'm doing my bucket list right now.
All right, go ahead.
Punchline and Singe Me. Bucket list.
Hold on, here you go. Start, all right, you're full screen now. Start over.
Okay.
Took me 7 years to save up for it.
It's rehearsal. Just start.
He's having a hard time.
I'll have to mute everybody. All right, let him talk.
Everybody else, man. It's a funny ass joke, but I'm not gonna tell it if it's just gonna like strain through a bunch of shit. I mean,
go for it, man.
Go ahead.
All right, so beef. You know, veal, steak, burgers. I mean, anybody that loves beef, you know, you know a lot about beef. You're like, ooh, beef. You know, who doesn't like beef? Which made me think, what if peacocks are like the veal of the chicken world? Like people see them at the zoo and they're like, oh, that's a thing of beauty. I see it. I'm like, that's a meal. Yeah, it's on my bucket list with mesquite mustard sauce. Okay, half of my bucket list is actually just an exotic menu. And what's worse, I'll tell you what's worse, is if it gets popularized and then they start having peacock farms, and then it doesn't matter if the cashier is gay or straight or male or female. It doesn't matter if the customer is gay or straight or male or female. You can't order or take the order of that sandwich without it being hilarious and super gay. I'll elaborate. The manliest 40-year-old trucker with a ZZ Top beard and a chain wallet and a gun in his truck could walk up and be like, I just killed a snake in the bathroom. Anybody need a belt? I'll have the peacock meat sandwich with fries. And no kidding, 30 seconds later, the gayest guy your brain could possibly imagine will enter and be like, I want the peacock meat sandwich with fries. Because they make a total show tune out of it, right? Now, back to the cashier. The cashier, again, doesn't matter if they're male or female or gay or straight. How do they, as a human, not smirk when they say, do you want to shake with that? You know? And then the gay guy jumps back in and goes, you know it, boom, 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 and starts techno dancing right there in the middle of the restaurant. All right. Pranks are also sometimes found on my bucket list. My newest prank I thought of to do in public is most definitely on my bucket list. I just need a beautiful single lady who loves steak to do it with me. Here's the prank: decked out in nice attire like suits and dresses and stuff. Take a lady to a 5-star restaurant, right? Now, again, it doesn't matter if the server is male or female or straight or gay. This joke's universal. 5-star place, tablecloths and ties, okay? Like, prank. So I pretend looking at the menu, and by the way, I mean, it's one of those things where the lady has to be completely in on it. And I pretend to be looking at the menu and then say, do you know if the chef uses, I can't believe it's not gluten? It's a cooking additive to combat glutes. It comes in as a powder in a can. It smells like wheat. There's a beef base or a chicken base or a shrimp based powder. It's a lot like ramen noodles. Mind you, the lady with me on this prank has to be straight faced and in character 100%, because it makes it more epically funny later. Because, you know, any server that's worth their salt will reply with, let me ask. And then they have to go ask the chef. You're not going to believe this monkey chunker out here is asking about, I can't believe it's not gluten. Do you cook with something? I can't believe it's not gluten. You have one of two options. Either the chef's having a really bad day and he's going to spit on your steak, or he's having an okay day and he's going to be like, 20 years. 20 years I've been in the culinary arts. I can't believe it's not gluten. You know what? Tell that guy his appetizer's on me. That's a damn good joke. I can't believe it.
Yeah. You're getting really good, man.
That's 4 pages. I've written 4 pages.
Keep going, man. Like, I love it. I watch your videos. I see them pop up all the time on my feeds and shit. And sometimes I even post your streams for you. So I do my best.
My newest one is what is with the Teslas having a 17-inch screen? How much GPS do you need? I would wreck the car. That's my newest one. Like GPS phone size. I need it phone size up here. If I have a full-size screen, I'm going to be tempted to watch YouTube or play some kind of like Candy Crush when I drive. You know, it's like, how big of a map do you really need? Have you ever seen Tesla drivers? They're like discount Prius drivers like that had retarded cousins for parents that banged. It's horrible. Tesla drivers, like, I see them do more U-turns than anyone. Like, you have a 17-inch screen.
Not bad.
Car. I want to know. You should say that before you leave the driveway. Okay.
Hey, maybe you can make this into a joke, baby. Today I heard someone drive by. You know, normally you hear people's radio blaring. Well, I heard their GPS blaring. It's crazy. It's I'll turn left ahead. Like,
yeah. I saw a guy.
That's already a joke. You don't have to turn that into a joke. That's already a joke.
Okay, there you go.
I did see a guy, Red Beamer, who had a license plate that said integrity, and I was behind him for a couple lights, and I thought, I bet he's like an accountant who's trusted or important, a doctor, or he's a lawyer, or he's doing something to find research for like cancer research or some shit.
Yeah.
It said integrity on his license plate, and the next red light blatantly ran the red light. I mean, it wasn't even a shade of pink. It was brick red. Boom! Integrity. You know, and then there was a white car. You know, have you ever seen Toyota Yaris? Toyota Yaris is like the discount cousin. Like they're like the discount cousin of the Prius. Yeah. Well, I pull up behind one and it's got this tough rugby sticker, like rugby, like you know. And I pull up, and the guy driving it was 5'1", super pale, looked like he was 95 pounds. I'm like, what the hell? What are you, the ball? You know, rugby.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's pretty good, man.
I'm glad
yeah, and, you know, like if you do it at bars, right, where people are drinking. So
sometimes, but here's the thing: only like I'd say 8. Like it's almost like 75% of them are places where there's alcohol, and 25% of them are places where there's no alcohol. So you never know. The wild card is always the crowd. Like on Monday night when I go up, go up like it's from 7 to 9. There's 20 comics. 7 to 9, we have 20 comics. I always have to be in the second 10, like from 8 to 9. Because if you're in the 7 to 8, it's sunset. A bunch of families are out having supper. You're mostly gonna have comics there watching you, and like 5 hours.
I'm saying it's probably easier to make people laugh when they're drunk and stuff. You know what I mean? Like when later
exactly.
on.
That's why I do it, because 8 to 9, they've already had 3 or 4 beers at supper. The crowd is all primed because they've had 10 comics, and it's just like a Clint Eastwood movie. It's a mixed bag. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's just
they turned on you one night, huh? Or something? Did I hear about that? I think I heard something.
Yeah, with the drunk thing. Yeah.
Several times they turned on me. One time I've had the crowd turn on me several times.
They shut a place down because of you, right? They shut off, man.
Come to find out, it wasn't because of me. It was because of all the comics. One of the other comics who got me into comedy was screaming and swearing some obscenities. And then, God forbid, I hit on a female. It was not even like, really, we're going to bang. It was just a passing. You're a bartender, and you serve beer to men. We're not going to get no fuck in the bathroom. It was a joke. Like
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
baby, you always joke around, man. I understand. You know, it's just your
That's what you get.
It's just a personality, man. It's just the way you are, and people need to.
You want to know what the line was that was so offensive? Was you're a gorgeous barmaiden, and given the chance, I'd put a baby up in it.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Why? What's wrong? Listen. What's wrong with having babies? Why are they against making love? Why are people against it?
They're against making babies. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I did not consider her feeling and her student loan debt from getting her underwater basket weaving degree. That's why she's serving bear. I just was not. I was not a feminist. Oh, by the way, that's another one I get to use on stage. One of them I'm going to use on stage if women give me joke, because I have a cancer joke that's fucking killer, literally. Like I have this cancer joke that's so funny. You know, the people in the audience are going to be like, oh, and I'll be like, hey, listen, those of you that went, oh, you were a cancer in this body of people. Cut it out. And it's just literally, yeah. See. Cancer, cut it out. No.
It's a little bit deep, yeah.
Yeah. You gotta say it a little bit slower so people catch on. I think.
I'm still working on a lot of it. Yeah. But it's also
that's my idea.
Slower and louder for the people in the back.
Think about the like the whole thing where it's like some women get mad at me sometimes, and I'll be like, look, listen, ladies. I am all about equality, okay? Let's make 50% of the city steward workers women. Oh, wait, all of a sudden, we don't want equality. Guess what? Feminism was invented by men.
Mm-hmm. I try to tell Michelle that, man. You should tell her, man. I try to tell her. She won't listen to me. I'm like, man, they did that to destroy the family and make it so the woman's at work and no one's home taking care of the kids, so the kids are with the state now. And fucking,
what's up with that? They doubled their
all part of their agenda.
Oh, they set it up, man. Look at what they're doing with the new stuff, with all this
transgender stuff. It was part of that plan to make it all the way. It's no family, no.
I think it's from the you know, and I can't even say the word, but you know what I'm talking about. And
they want everybody working, and
they're trying to get ahead of it before, you know, because it's going to get worse and worse as time goes on because they keep doing it to people. So
right,
like, they know, you know, so they're like trying to make it more normal. You know,
they want everybody working.
Good little slaves.
That's all right.
They want everybody working for them, so to make them money. Basically, they want us all to be slaves.
Yeah, just live in your little cubicle and do what you're told.
I'm gonna
listen. I was ahead of the curve way before them. I have always been a transparent because I'm always honest with my kid.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna head out. I gotta get some sleep at some point, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thanks.
What's the matter? You bums forgot how to kill people? Doesn't your work mean anything to you anymore? Have you no sense of pride in what you do? No sense of duty? No sense of destiny? I'm looking for generals! What do I got? Foot soldiers!
Yeah. Yo, Bear, what up? Salute. Ferrigno, salute. Alright, look. Yeah. See, he ducking, I ain't even have to show him the 3. When them shots fly, he ain't even know it was me. How you got chains, stupid, you supposed to be free. I laugh at you assholes like it's cold in the D. It's a million Philly killers, most notably me. Put your mob against the wall like a poster of P. What you think inside this big black holster on me? It's the crucifix that dangle from the rosary bead. Ain't nobody fucking with me. Everybody know the time. Motherfuckers didn't get the picture like a photobomb. The driveway full of Aston Martins like a Motorcon. Aim the yapper, let these bitches fly till he emulsified. This the Church of Satan, it's the final invitation. Everybody dying, this is final destination. Me and you could go to war, that's the price a soldier paid. The knife word cut the clavicle and touch the shoulder blade.
Blood everywhere, smelling like copper pennies. Get shot in the head, salute you with a shot of Henny.
Creep up on you silently with the 4 nickels shining so vibrantly.
Blood everywhere, smelling like copper pennies. Get shot in the head, salute you with a shot of Henny.
Creep up on you silently with the 4 nickels shining so vibrantly.
Killers with Phil down in you eyes. I kill the mob of you guys. Fuck the fries, shish kebab you with knives. Everybody got mafia ties. White castles at the bar, Mr. Appetizer, shotties and knives. Gucci gooses on display, shooters on the way, Bruce's on the bay. The Farrah Pizza Buffet, an exclusive day. Banana hands like Tony Robbins. Spumoni Gardens, the Coney down at homie. We keep the chromie poppin'. Rockin' the 14th century death mask. Gazelle goggles and Fendi headbands. I talk that Brooklyn chop you up talk. Shoot on like you used to fuck off. Y'all never had enough sauce for blood sport. Nor the stomach, the floors with the drugs bought. Quarter 100 the floor, stuck a drug lord. Swimming pool shaped like a dollar sign. And choppers that make a day rape out of Columbine. Raiders of the laws, cocaine, Satan mass. Papers of the frauds, coalesce with the ancient math. Blood everywhere, smelling like copper pennies. Get shot in the head, salute you with a shot of Henny.
Creep up on you silently with the 4 nickels shining so vibrantly.
Blood everywhere, smelling like copper pennies. Get shot in the head, salute you with a shot of Henny.
Creep up on you silently with the 4 nickels shining so vibrantly.
We're back. All right.
That was great comedy. He's got a good thing going there. Bane Bears.
Funny.
He's got it. Yeah, he's definitely got it.
This is the Flat Earth Farms Grapes and Cream.
It's kind of hard to see because it's glitching out.
Hey, that's really beautiful bud, man. That's nice.
Damn.
Flat Earth Farms.
Where are they out
Word,
of?
bud?
Flat
It
Earth
looks like
Farms.
it's floating.
He's California.
He's a Californian. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in California, somewhere.
Yeah, there's some good stuff up in Washington when I was living there.
What is that?
What's
That's
that?
some crystals. Some...
That looks like
Diamond,
some
Diamond Dab.
Diamond
Is that
Dab.
diamond?
But how can you pick it up with your hand though? Isn't it like crumble when
Because
you
it's
touch it? Crumble. It's called crumble.
it's all like
It's crumble.
Gooey.
it's just
Yeah.
fucking awesome. That's
It
why.
looks like it looks like honey. What that looks like to me is called honeycomb
That shit's
crumble.
from Spokane, the best fucking dabs in
Oh,
the world. Come from
Spokane, man.
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. It's good. I'm saying.
See, that's
Oh.
where that's
You can
where I
melt.
She
moved from.
knows.
You can melt it and put it on papers and stuff too, right? And smoke
Yeah,
that shit.
they have extraordinary good stuff up there. But it was
Jenny
I got
needs to
started
go to Spokane
doing that. Oh,
and
it's
get the
awesome.
best dabs in the world.
Well,
Yeah,
it's right
I've
on
been
the
to
border
Tacoma.
there.
Hang out with
I've been
you.
to Tacoma like
is flat. I'm here to ring the alarm with my puppet like charm, straight from the barn. I'm talking about Flat Earth Farms, cause most don't know. They think we live on a globe, a ball that floats. So listen and take notes, and take it to a higher plane. Imagine yourself in all it contains, in all its glory and flair. Flat Earth Farms can take you there. Open your mind outside the box. No more staring at NASA's Photoshop. No more moon landings, no line to ya. No more people standing backwards in Australia. Just facts and pure truth, planning straight to the roots. Flat Earth Farms help you understand. A magical place on a wondrous land. The world is flat, and that's a fact. Tell your friends next time you chat. Let them know a ball ain't that. Let's stay playing with the baseball bat. Cause we coming at the barn, a higher place. The Flat Earth Farm.
The plan might be too expensive. Over here getting new advances, while you over there doing dances. Show you how to move like a dance step. A simple nod of the head can get your man slept. Foreign whip with a foreign bit, bumping foreigner. Shooter got a bag for a body like the coroner. Told him follow my lead, I'm the forerunner. In New Orleans, but I sound like a northerner. We the truth like Sojourner. Been out the loop like 4 summers. Back in the booth doing more numbers. Taking out any oncomers. You were smart, you get a song from us, bitch.
Yo, I'm sick and tired of your trash rhymes. You need to leave the mic alone, I'ma tell you for the last time. Fully automatic, ready to discharge. Your baby mom's filling up my fridge with her WIC card. I got game and I stay with a thick broad. Money and drugs in a container at the shipyard. My style is aggressive. This a murder message. I hold burners to serve purpose and murder peasants. Slide off and flee the scene with the heat smoking. Kick a nigga in his ass till my feet broken. You couldn't win, nigga, keep hoping. Got your grandmother frying me chicken while she deep throating. Your whole rap style is delicate. You soft, so I be insulting your intelligence. In my closet, it's a whole lot of skeletons. Cause it's the only place where I'm hiding evidence.
Taste the product like cotton, yayo. Pass the chronic like hot potato. I'm in charge like I'm Scott Baio. Gotta win, we cannot fail. Clock bell, size of whales on them lock scales. Kill your dogs like some foxtails. They going down like a prop fail. Get them smothered like oxtail. Get your cap peeled back like a hell L. Sending packs through the snail mail.
How you guys doing? Hanging in there? we still got Logan. We still got Jenny. We still got 12 people here.
Truck's getting kind of smoky. I'm getting a little loopy.
Yeah. Well, DN's here.
Looks like Cheech and Chong's been up in there.
How's DN doing? Wait, we got to check up on DN. How's DN? Dan Zomatic's back.
Yeah, just having a little internet problems.
Nice. More people are showing up. Our numbers, I can tell new people are coming in. Something's going on. Our numbers went down for a minute and then they're going back up. Something happened.
Did you hear there's a big earthquake that just happened in the last hour?
What?
In the last hour?
Big earthquake in Taiwan. Yeah, big 7 point something in Taiwan. Just went off. my alarms go off for earthquake.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, it's some big one that just went down.
Jesus. I didn't know.
I'm looking at the moon, and it looks like it's a half moon, but there's something's covering part of the corner of it.
Yeah. Dude, the moon looked weird the other night.
It
was weird.
It was like a
Voynich.
Moon. It was like half at an angle.
Yo, Jenny.
What's up, Voynich? Hey,
it's like it's in a giant
earthquake in
valley
Taiwan.
or something like it.
Was ist los? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, was ist los?
Oh, was ist los? Alles
yes.
gut. Alles gut.
Boy.
Alles
Hola,
gut,
muchacho.
Alles klar, Herr Kommissar. Ja.
Let's see. The Guardian. All right, I got it. I think so. Maybe. All right. Earthquake in Taiwan.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty good sized one.
See if we can get any
The alarms went off.
See if we can get any videos. Oh, what the hell is this?
Come on.
This wasn't what it was. This wasn't what it was a second ago.
I don't want to know about no damn toe fungus.
Come on, man.
Out of here.
Here it is. Here's 6.4 magnitude earthquake strikes off East Coast of Taiwan. There were no reports of any injuries or damage in the immediate aftermath of the quake.
Well, the first report was 7, so they've downgraded it. Interesting.
It's not. It doesn't really. I mean, the picture doesn't really show an earthquake. It just shows a shit.
Look! It happened at 133.
No, they had fucking toe jam at the top of the thing.
Look! 133 GMT.
Oh, really? Yeah, it didn't happen very long ago.
But 33. There's a 33 there. There's a 33 there.
Well, and they downgraded it because the first reports out were 7. You guys know that too, right? They downgrade these earthquakes, so we don't think they're as bad as they are.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Like
yeah. I've heard that.
99 cents isn't $1.
They don't want us to know how bad and how many earthquakes are really happening. They actually hide a lot of them.
Here's something. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and Russia doesn't even.
Nope, they don't report.
They don't report on it, right?
No,
they
not at all.
They keep their own reports, but they're not visible for anybody.
No, they don't share them with anybody. So we really don't know.
Magnitude earthquake struck southeastern.
Hold on, I got a video on it.
In Taiwan on Saturday evening, and local media
Is this
reported
it?
Probably.
Objects falling from store shelves, but no immediate word on casualties. Taiwan Central News Agency said the metro system in Kaohsiung City in the south of the island was temporarily suspended. The quake was also felt in the capital, Taipei. The U.S. Geological Survey measured the quake's magnitude at 6.6. It said it occurred at a depth of 10 kilometers.
Of course.
Oh, that's shallow. That's a shallow one. Those are
Center is in
dangerous.
Taitung County, a rice-growing area of flat terrain with a population of about 8,500.
Well, tiny population, so not too many people could get hurt.
Jesus.
You always wonder, though. I always wonder if they create some of those earthquakes,
Let's see what else I can find on it.
especially with Taiwan and its issues right now with China. You wonder if they're testing a weapon or something.
Taiwan struck a second strong
right.
earthquake. Let's see what this is. I don't know. This looks like we might not be able to understand it. India.
Second.
Maybe that's
strong
what they
earthquake.
do. They blow up the bottom under the island and it floats away.
Well, you wonder what what it's about. There's definitely been an increase over the last 5-10 years that I've been watching earthquakes.
Don't make me
Definitely increase in the numbers.
Fuck you, just play it. Trying to make me sign in on this one. Fuck them. I'm not signing in. I can't do it. All right.
Can you guys watch Dutch Sense?
I lost it.
Well, I
do sometimes. I do sometimes.
I used to watch Dutch Sense.
It was better when you had that
you think
Bell stuff always going on.
He's probably tracking it, right?
Yeah, he did actually. That's what popped up because I keep a tab on his channel,
go-
but I don't
let me go-
watch him much anymore. But I do keep an eye on the big one.
Let me go look him up. That'll be
But
easy.
it looks so much like a world, though. He's really putting the ball, like he's really putting those flags.
Yeah, he's
like,
a baller.
Really,
Well, the
he's
funny
putting them
thing-
real far in the orange, like you know.
Yeah, but a couple times I've caught him saying things. Well, this would be better explained on a flat Earth. Actually, he said that a couple times on his show, and I was laughing. So he's very aware, and I'm not so sure that he really believes it's a globe. I'm not so sure he believes.
I'm with you on
Maybe
that one.
he's just
Because
maybe he's just keeping a low profile about that. He doesn't want to
He's
come
attacked
out
all
about
the
it yet.
time. So
I
with
think
this-
he developed his model being a glober, and
Yep.
his model works. His model
It
he can
does.
predict. So it does work, and I think later on he became a flat earther, but he knew that he would get so much backlash from
because his model works on the flat Earth too,
yeah
and he knows it.
yeah.
But it's pretty funny to
let's-
watch him.
I
Once in a
got-
while,
I
he'll
got it.
slip up and say something, and it's like,
Oh, but that's
dude.
I never saw that. I never caught that, but that's good to
Nope,
hear. though.
I caught it. I caught it once, and I was just shocked. I kept rewinding it, and going, "He did say that." Oh my gosh! He realized the globe map that he was looking at didn't match up correctly, so it made him go, "Yeah, it should be a flat Earth to get that."
Hold on, here we go.
Large earthquake, the biggest in years for them over in the West Pacific at Taiwan. 7.0 to 7.
See, it was 7.00 when it first came out. Now they're reporting 6.
Likely caused some major damage across the island, guys. Now,
Well, that was like a
really,
Chinese
really bummed
place.
out about this.
Yep.
I had one right
So that might
here
be
for the
China's
7.5
reporting it different.
to strike in Japan to South Japan, going as far north as the coast of Honshu and as far south as our letter V in South Japan. Well, you see it hit pretty far south of where I was looking. Now, the magnitude.
See, he predicted for this, I guess.
For 7 to 7.2. This follows the previous 2 other 7s, which struck over the past several days.
Wow.
Got a 7 here over at New Caledonia, and a 7.6, which struck right in between the two 7 days ago, right
Sevens
here.
are big, man.
Literally right at the halfway point between these two 7s. This now makes 3 7s in the past week for the West Pacific, a
That's a lot.
distinct increase from where we were over the past several weeks and months. This is the biggest movement for the whole planet in many, many months, and it's focused from Taiwan all the way back down to Tonga. Now, I don't know if there's any video out yet. I'm not going to even go do a search on it. I'll let you guys do that. Likely there will be some serious damage in Taiwan. Now, there was a previous 6.5, which struck on top of this 6.9 or 7.0, depending on who you go with. And the 6.5 struck many, many hours ago in the same spot. So it's a lot of movement going on in the West Pacific, and I think we're going to be seeing compensation in the East Pacific. However, we have not seen that yet. In the East Pacific, we have, of course, the United States, Central America, and South America. And you'll notice in the past week, nothing above 6, getting down to 5.0. Look at this. Just a handful. Just a handful of 5s over on one side, while the other side's going into insane overdrive. This is going to compensate. We are going to be seeing big earthquake activity over in the East Pacific, similar in size to what struck in the West Pacific. So 3 7s in the West Pacific, you can add them together into one single earthquake. That would equal about a 7.5. Or 3 separate 7s on their own. So this is a big deal. A big deal. Now, the area around South America is moving, where you can see it's almost like a big ring around the entire central southern part of South America. And my warned area for Chile is right in here, going north to the border with Peru. So I'm not lifting the warning on that at all. West coast of the United States also is not immune. We seem to be immune from earthquakes lately, but that might be just because the professionals are protecting us by not reporting them out in the ocean. I know they're doing a good job protecting us. Anyway, back over to the West Pacific. This is the big deal. The 7 and the other 7 and the other 7. 3 7s in a week over in the West Pacific.
3 7s.
That's big, man. That's a lot.
East Pacific. This update is only going to be covering the 7.
That just makes it look so
before
crazy.
we're going to start to realize we're really going through a big increase from where we were over the past week.
How big of a tower could you really build?
Go back months. And even then, when we had our last 7s, we didn't have 2 or 3 in a row. It was 1, then another, maybe a few weeks later. So it is a big deal to get this. For the people in Taiwan, I would expect they probably either are dealing with the major damage now, or if they somehow got lucky and did not get major damage on this quake. Where's it all coming from? Well, let me just explain the deep earthquake activity. The deep earthquakes that we see raised high off the globe, you see them pretty much spread out across the West Pacific. And
I kind of picked up on how he said that.
There's a leverage action that's coming in on the underside of the plate. And when the leverage comes in, it then spreads out away from where the deep earthquakes are. And the deep earthquakes are happening, again, where they're raised high off the globe. You'll notice we have letter Ds there, where we look for the deep earthquakes to strike, forecast area points. And spot on, deep earthquake right in the middle of our letter D, or right on the south side of it. Same with up here. And same with down here. So multiple deep earthquakes means shallower, larger earthquakes. Again, if somebody's leveraging on the underside of something and it's got a crack or multiple cracks in it, you can expect that leverage to go to that break point. If you're lifting on a piece of stone and you have a crack in the piece of stone, you can expect the full weight of the stone, and the pressure that you're putting onto it, go to that crack. And that's the exact same thing that's happening here, but it's spreading out across the plate boundaries, which I don't even know if many people know about the plate boundaries directly. I mean, USGS has them on their website. Let's go over to the USGS site where they have the 7 listed as a 6.9. What a joke, right?
Yeah, downgrading.
They have the 7 listed as a 6.9. Now, the 7 struck on land, but notice they have the tsunami advisory up there. There's no tsunami on that, but anyway. Again, USGS showing us this. I would like to just pull the coordinates really quick, too, and get that. But when we come over here and we click on the plate boundary map, let's do that.
Petconomics Savings Lesson 12.
Ad alert.
Petco,
Ad
better
alert.
care for your pet.
Oh.
Hey, listen, while the ad is on.
Yep. Care for your pet.
Hey, listen, I think the whole plate tectonics thing is bullshit. I think what's really going on is the pillars are shaking because the earth is set on pillars.
Damsel Medic,
sure.
when you were flying up there in the airplanes, have you ever seen in the jets? Have you ever seen any pillars? Any signs of any pillars?
No, I didn't go underneath.
You're not going to see
plane,
signs
so.
of it.
I'm just messing. I'm just joking.
You're not going to see that because
I didn't fly all the way underneath.
She's up there. She's an Air Force.
I was a medic in the Air Force, but I flew with the flight crew. I was their flight medic, so I flew all over the place with my crew.
The pillars are underneath.
She knows it's flat. She said she knows.
I knew it.
Yeah, no,
for a long
I'm just
time.
saying. You're not going to see the pillars because the pillars are underneath.
Sure. He's just kidding me. No, no, I've been all over this plane and I haven't seen any curvature. I can't find it, man. I can't find it.
Hey, I'll let y'all in on a little something. I am working on a model, like a representation model,
right?
Of what I believe that the Earth looks like. I've got some of the materials. I'm working on getting the rest of the materials so I can do it. It's gonna be freaking awesome.
Jenny's gonna provide us the model that actually.
And I'm gonna do a presentation on it.
Wait! You're gonna make a flat Earth model? You said.
Yes, it's gonna be fucking
no
huge.
Way. Listen.
And I'm gonna use my.
I know. Listen, I know a guy. I know a troll that's offering $500,000 for someone to make a flat Earth map, and then I know some other dude that wants a flat Earth model too. That's trying to make one.
Yeah, they wanted like medallions and compass flat Earth
I'm
stuff.
telling you, if you make one, let me know. Let me know.
Well, they always have.
I'm gonna do a presentation on it when I get it built. When I build it, I'm gonna make a presentation.
If you build it,
I saw you had some of it laid out like on a
Yep,
chair
if you build it, they
before
will
your
come.
live stream.
Mandela effect. Okay.
Mandela flood.
We found a new one, Damsel Medic. Me and Bill Miller found one. All right.
Really?
All right. So, have you ever heard the? No. Yeah. Have you ever heard the phrase "Don't take the brown acid"?
Yeah, actually, I have.
Where did you hear it?
Oh,
At Primus concert.
I can't remember. It was somewhere in some old video
Woodstock.
clip or something.
Woodstock.
Yeah, it has to do with Woodstock.
Yeah, all right. Well, now it's gone. They never said they talk about it. But
They never said it.
They never said brown. Don't take the brown acid.
We've been looking for it. We can't find it.
Oh, correct.
It's a new Mandela effect.
That was
they were
definitely
talking
Ray
about
discovered it.
Yeah, we figured
Ray
it out.
discovered a new Mandela effect.
No, Bill did too. Bill Miller.
Well, what are they saying
Ray
now?
and Bill did
Don't
at the
take
same
the
time.
purple. Don't take the purple acid. What is it saying now?
No.
It just never happened.
No, they talk
Don't
about
don't
they
take
talk about it.
antacid.
Play the clip, Ray.
They say that. All right.
It's just an informational moment.
Well,
You know,
first
it's-
of all, let me show you guys something about this that I got over here. First.
Yeah, play the clip.
Yeah, I'll show it.
It's crazy as
Might
fuck.
not be the best idea to take the brown acid.
They foobarred the hell out of it.
Yeah. All right. So watch what they say
They
now.
fucked it up beyond all recognition.
It's not the way it used to be. And if you put it in quotes,
Yeah, because I remember seeing, wasn't it with Jimi Hendrix and all them on the stage, and they told people out loud even once.
Even the person who made the quote is changed as well. The quote's changed and the person's changed.
Now they're saying now they're saying the person who was talking was a chipmunk, dressed like a chipmunk.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Weird.
Look, don't take the brown acid. Look, they even say it here. Like, look, can you see? Yeah. All right. Cool.
That's residue.
Yeah. Look, don't take the brown acid. It's in quotes, right?
Yeah.
And it says, at the Woodstock Festival that occurred 50 years ago, this coming July, the performers including Cletus, it's about Woodstock, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because they were warning the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were having so many people going crazy.
And then look, if you look up images, right? Don't take the brown acid, Woodstock.
Oh, yeah.
Don't take the brown acid. Don't take the brown acid. Look, all these.
Yeah, everybody's going to be saying it. Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, look. I mean, we can go over residue all night, but I'm saying like there's a ton, right? All right. Like I remember.
What does it say now?
I wasn't old enough to like be at Woodstock, right?
Yeah.
The fuck, Ray? You weren't even born.
Yeah, but my dad had the record.
You weren't even.
My dad would remember that.
I used to listen to the record. I used to listen to the record, dude. I remember it being on the vinyl.
Because my dad was that way too. He listened to all those.
Yeah. Let me figure.
That's how I think I knew about it the first time with my dad. Because he was big into music. Big. So much vinyl.
Show the clip though, Ray.
I'm looking for it. I'm not that fast, Jenny. I'm not lightning fast.
I thought you would have had it saved or some shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool that you caught one that clear. That's a big one too.
Yeah.
That's one a lot of boomers will know.
all the deadheads and everybody.
The boomers will know it. Yeah. A lot of the boomers.
Don't take the brown acid. Let's see what this is. Hold on. Maybe this is
Boom, the baby boomers. Boom, baby.
Yeah.
This
was all about
This
them.
is music. This is music. No, that wasn't it.
Yeah, Jason, I'm so fucking high right now.
Yeah, she is.
I did dabs for the first time last night, and I'm still high.
From the first
yes, and I'm
time?
I'm still high. I've passed out like 3 times. I passed out 3 fucking times. I passed out.
She took dabs and then she took a huge friggin' rip of distillate like right after.
Yes.
Oh crap.
I felt like I shifted into a parallel universe.
She never did either one. All right, so I think this is it. Let's see.
I haven't done any for months now. It'd be
listen, I felt like I shifted into a parallel universe.
I bet you
it was freaking awesome. It was freaking crazy.
No,
it was
cool there.
It was trippy as fuck. It was trippy as fuck. It was awesome.
Still sucks balls down here. So.
What do you mean, Voynich?
I'm loving it.
This shitty world. I mean, all right.
Yeah, but at least you can escape it once in a while. Get a good high.
Can't be more blatant than that. Take the brown ass.
Don't take the brown ass.
Quote, Woodstock, an announcement was made at the stage. Don't the brown ass? Yeah. So this is what they say now. And I'll find it on YouTube. In what has become a well-known quote from the 19 Woodstock, an announcement was made from the stage that the brown acid that is circulating is not specifically too good. It is suggested that you do stay away from this is what the guy said. It is suggested that you do stay away from that. Of course, it's your own trip. So be my guest, but be advised. There is a warning on that one. A shorter form. Don't take the brown acid. The warning became widely known and is often referenced in popular culture, but he never says it. Look, he never says it.
But he says that so strangely too. He's like,
Look. No, I'll play the clip. Hold on.
It's garbled as fuck.
Look, here it is. All right, I found
Who talks like that?
Nobody.
This is the clip now. This is the only one with the main.
To get back to the warning that I've received, you may take it with however many grains of salt you wish, that the brown acid that is circulating around us is not specifically too good.
Not specifically.
Dude, I didn't know that you had to take acid with grains of salt. Dude, I never tried that.
Please be advised that there is a warning on that one, okay?
So you see what I'm saying? He doesn't say
to
it.
get back to the warning that I've received, you may take it with however many grains of salt you wish, that the brown acid that is circulating around us is not specifically too good. It's suggested that you do stay away from that. Of course, it's your own trip. So
who talks like that?
But I'm saying
like that.
It's too good. It's
the warning that I've received, you may take it with
scientists say.
Somebody from the Twilight Zone. That's who talks
It's
like
not
that.
specifically too good. That's garbled as fuck.
Why don't you just say it's not
What
good?
do you think about that?
Don't
What
take
do
the
you
brown
think?
acid.
I remember him specifically saying, "Don't take the brown acid. The brown acid is bad. Don't take the brown sunshine acid that's circulating in the crowd." Like that. And they called it sunshine acid. I remember.
Crazy, man. That's definitely not how he would have said it, even if it was just a normal.
And you know what's fucked
who
up?
said specifically not bad?
And then we
or
looked
not
we looked into it a little further, and we found out they were giving the brown acid out at the door. It was people coming
crazy.
in. So they
I think they're trying to manipulate their minds. Maybe it was CIA.
some kind of chemical. It was some kind of chemical. It wasn't acid. It was
maybe that was a government op then.
Yeah.
Maybe that was
That's
what they were
Ray
trying to
was
mess.
saying.
Because that was a big opposition. They did not want that concert, that series stuff going down.
Well, maybe
they were not happy that.
Or maybe they did want it to happen. Maybe they wanted to get all the hippies together and give them this fucking new chemical.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they were manipulating him. I don't know. That'd be one way to make sure they took the brown acid, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
They wanted to control. They wanted to co-opt.
And then there's
it
another.
and
There's
control
another
it.
clip. There's another clip where the guy says it's okay to take half a tab. I don't ever remember him saying that.
Take half a tab of the brown acid.
Yeah, he says it's okay.
Like, how does he know that half a tab would be fine over a full tab? No, looking at that Woodstock, though, I'm thinking.
He's like, man. He's like, yeah, man. The dude back here just told me it's okay to take half.
Just take a nap. You'll be okay. You'll be all right. No, I was just thinking though, dude. You talking about doing your concerts and all this stuff. Karen B is looking for a place in California or close to California, either Nevada or California next year for Flattoberfest. It's supposed to be on the West Coast.
I'll play. We would play
Flattoberfest. You know what I was thinking though.
If Karen B asked us to play
yeah,
anywhere,
she's
we would
looking.
Be there. We would be.
She's
there
looking for a venue, man. She's looking for a venue. She hasn't found one yet. I'm thinking the Flat Earth Farms would be perfect, just like a Woodstock. Why not do a Woodstock event for Flat Earth?
We're doing it at Woodstock. We're doing it at Flat Earth. We're definitely playing at Flat Earth Farms. We already set it up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why doesn't Karen B contact Flat Earth Farms and set up a Woodstock thing? I don't know if she even thought about it.
Are you in contact with Karen B?
I can send her stuff. Every once in a while, she's responded to me when I've asked her a few things.
I emailed her a couple of times just to say what up.
Yeah. I've gotten back and forth with Brian. Brian, I've talked to.
Yeah, Brian.
Email.
Brian's my friend. I talked to him on the
phone. I could send him an email and say, I got to suggest him talk to Flat Earth Farms.
Brian just had surgery and he's in a lot of pain.
I know. You guys should be thinking good thought, praying for him because he's struggling.
Yeah, I know he must be in pain because it's not.
I could hear the pain in his voice on that video he did.
Oh, and he's a tough guy because he's put up with it for 2 years, or more.
Yep.
Yep.
No, but I could hear it. I could feel it. I could even feel it.
What he had go on is pretty painful anyway. And then to have surgery, it's a major deal. I'm sorry he thought it was going to be like a 2-day, same day recovery. It's not. That will take him months to get completely back to normal.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna probably end the stream, guys. I'm getting tired. It's getting early in the morning, and
it's 4:18 here in the morning.
Yeah,
5:18 here.
That's God's number, right? 4:18.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it's fixing to be 4:20 where you're at then.
No, people only know about 666, but that's the number of the devil. But God's number is 4:18. So yeah.
Peace out, everybody.
Much love.
What up? No face, no prints. You already know what crime it is. 211. Yo, crime is money, that's the name of the game. Just get paid, nigga, fuck the fame. Lay back and smoke me a pound. Then I compose a furious sound. Yeah, rest in peace, Killer Shy. Watch your back in the streets, do or die. And all I do is cash checks in. Wherever the money at, I'm headed in that direction. You should've known from the jump. Watch your body get blown from the pump. I don't sell crack no more, I sell bars. My 16's the price of luxury cars. Superstar in the hood, they love me. Never put a punk ass rapper above me. Put him beneath me, 6 feet deep. Fuck a rap battle, this is real street beef. Most definite, I'm the host wrecking shit. 1, 2, 1, 2, mic checking shit. Stop being greedy, jooks need a play too. Like that Russian told Rocky, I'ma break you. We 300 deep, wildin' in the club. Back pocket carrying black mask and glove. That's for the getaway, no face, no prints. No license plate, window dark tint. Thoroughbred nigga, you a mixed breed. I'm a V6 nigga, you a 6
homeless veterans with limbs missing, innocent victims put into prisons. Parents is pill popping, fiending for government prescriptions. A man homeless, feet full of fungus, dying with gangrene. Sleeping in garbage with rats, sipping the bottle of Jim Beam. I put hatred on paper for pages. In this concrete jungle, we the animals, that's why they lock us in cages. Acquaintances and enemies acting like friends and fam, waiting to turn your body into the corpse of a dead man. Since I was a baby in the bib, my pops said most of the neighborhood murderers kicking it and playing cards in the crib. A good man, my big sister never preferred it. She grew up having crushes on gang members and men who have murdered. As a kid, life was my only teacher. I didn't play video games, I played chess with the Grim Reaper. I'm legendary, you just an imposter. The cops wanna mace me, I gargle mace like it's a spray of binocular. True story, let me verbalize. My genetics is permanently polluted by poisonous government herbicides. Yeah, you don't want no parts of the war. I'm a bloodthirsty, hungry and starving, meat-eating carnivore. This New York City in your headset. You pussies leaving your pissy bed wet, begging and crying. Rugged man, is he dead yet? No.
No face, no
broken down and tired of thinking that we live on a merry-go-round. There's no curve at the horizon, but there's truth. If you set your ego down, you'll prove you're being lied to. It's so easy to prove you're being lied to. So wise up to the lies being told. Wise up, the lies are crushing your soul. Wise up, do it time and time again. Wise up, go against the grain. Wise up, ignore the insane. Wise up, and do it time and time again. For true, for truth, yeah. Been deceived by some crazies. It's deep within your brain, cause the story's been ingrained since we were babies. It's simple to observe, the horizon has no curve, but you remain blinded. 8 inches per mile square, you should see it everywhere, but you'll never find it. And then you're brainwashed. I was there too, in a flock of sheep, you're in super deep. You're brainwashed, you'll believe fantasy you'll never ever see. Broken down and tired, thinking that we live merry-go-round. There's no horizon, but there's truth. Set your ego down. You're being lied to, so easy to prove. You're being lied to, so wise up to the lies being told. Wise up, the lies are crushing your soul. Wise up, do it time again. Wise up, go against the brain. Wise up, ignore the insane. Wise up, do it time again. For true.
Wait, hold on. Alright, yeah, you can see it.
Cash on a Friday, it's payday. Motherfuckers don't wanna pay rate. Fuck around and lay your ass out with the AK. I love the way it's phrased. It's A-OK with dental tray. Chill, man, you don't even own a gun. I'm just having a little homeless fun, but I'm not the homeless one. I need to get back to the lab, back to the booth. I know it makes you mad, but motherfucker, it's the truth. I'll go and knock it out like a jab to the tooth. I'll zap you on the roof, waiting for the train in the rain. I think I'm going insane. It's in service, but it never came. I think the T is playing games.
Every day's just the same shit, different tone. Call it what you wanna call it. Some people keep it calling. Picture this as I let you walk in my shoes, spitting my rap. All reality, never the crap. Watching my back. Watching many people fall in the trap. Watching many people fall in the trap. Watching many people fall in the trap.
Yo, when I'm in the crosswalk, stop us like my hot clock.
Four cups just got the top blown off in a Seattle coffee shop. In my building, I fucking pop drops. I'm ready to speak about my crazy plan. You know the one when I never raised my hand. At the meetings I went to in Native in Framingham, you'll hate it cause raised a man. I was on drugs when I made it, man. I kept the small like a grain of sand. All it was that I wanted to make a band of nasty rap artists, and I made it, man. Real, recognize real was my crazy plan.
Every day's it's the same shit, different clothing. Call it what you wanna call it. Some people getting crawling. Picture this as I let you walk in my shoes, spitting my rap. All reality, never the crack. Watching my back. Watching many people fall in the trap. Watching many people fall in the trap. Watching many people fall in the trap.
Did it for your John, here we are, did it. Did it, did it, did it, did it, did it for your John, here we are, did it, did it, did it for your, hit it for your, hit it for your John, here we are, did it, did it.
Ray, I think you're muted. Yeah, no sound.
I'm in the stream. I'm just looking for the song, certain song. And if I can ever find the shit.
What about that one where it's got that picture? It says, "Don't." There goes the neighborhood.
It's weird, yeah.
I've heard somebody else tell a story about it.
I got the chorus down. It's the Mandela effect. We're shifting again. It's the Mandela effect. Everything's different again. You know? So, yeah, ready? I started looking at the Mandela effect. It blew my mind. The shit wasn't correct. Trying to figure out just how it connects and what the fuck I was gonna do next. It's the Mandela effect. We're shifting again. The Monopoly man. Monocle is missing again. I think they even got to the Michelin man. In the Statue of Liberty, it keeps switching the hand.
Did you know your reality is being put to the test? The Panama Canal no longer runs east to west. Things you are sure happen never did in this reality. The crunchy cereal with the captain now has the apostrophe. I started noticing changes in like 2014. It was JFK, the six-seater that seemed so obscene. Many people will try and call me a loon, but hold up, wait, they even changed the spelling of Looney Tunes.
Okay. I used to eat a Chick-fil-A every day before they added the K.
So what's causing this? Many want to know. Well, I don't think it's CERN. It's just a magic show. Satanists doing rituals while scamming mad dough. Sounds familiar, like liars that always show us the globe. NASA, NIST, CERN, and more. We really hit the shoulders, club the agencies to Thor. I don't think this phenomenon is caused by man. I think it's a great awakening. It may be God trying to contact us the best way he can. For me, Flat Earth, Mandela, and our dreams are all connected. Look at the pull some people in that I can intersect with.
The bridge. Yeah, there it is. All right, cool. So I didn't screw you over. All right, cool. All right, here we go. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. Now what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. Now what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. Now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? I thought you knew about it. Would you rather do without it? We're the center. The sun and moon moves around it like a clock. Can you hit a moving target with the rocket? I'm not hard to get along with. Just take a bong hit. Do you serve up any content? The stars are constant. You want a conversation for it? It makes me vomit. We never do get hit by comments. You want it. Leave another useless comment in the morning. The earth is flat. Tell me what you gonna do about it. What you gonna do about it? We know it's flat, and there is a bunch of us. Them globies munching on a bunch of snuffleupagus. You think it's cute? Then why not cuddle up with us? We know it's flat. Why you making such a fuss? My supper was the fucking best. That's just because the earth is flat. It hit me like an uppercut to the nuts. The earth is flat, and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat, and there's nothing you can do. With a Russian with the crew, don't forget to brush after your food. They got asteroids, and asteroids too. The earth is flat, and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, it's fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. How did the voice line up?
Bravo.
Did it line up with the beat? You know, and then I got this. I got Late Night Live. I don't know why. It's weird, yeah.
I've heard somebody else tell a story about it.
All right, I'm out of here. Oh yeah, we gotta play the last song.
Static selector. Static selector. Static selector.
I'm a walking bad habit, eat tabs up in the cabinet. Savage rap status, vocabulary extravagant. A rock star, popping rocks in bars. Used to flip bud, now just rapping, copying cars. No telling, Connecticut felon. I GPS them and find my mark like Magellan with more lines than Corey Feldman. I never cease to impress them. I cardiac arrest them with every studio session. I'm killing them, no question. Web's back, better hold your breath when I'm rhyming home. I murder beats, I'm Jonah Hex with a microphone. Fiends saying I'm the dopest yet. And haters, I shrug them off until my fucking shoulders sweat. I'm breaking bones, a modern version of Casey Jones. Sword in hand, I'm the winner playing the Game of Thrones. Fuck beef, my rapping style's filet mignon. Getting drunk, fuck your driver, somebody take me home.
Take me home now, bitch. Watch for the cops hit the blinker when you switch lanes, cause you know that I'm famous and I'm rich. Eyes on the road, take me home now, bitch. Take me home now, bitch. Watch for the cops hit the blinker when you switch lanes, cause you know that I'm famous and I'm rich. Eyes on the road, take me home now, bitch. I know that I should change, but I don't really think I can. It's just part of my nature, I never cracked and never ran. The world is falling on me when my back was in a jam. I always kept on fighting, that's exactly who I am. And this is who I am, no way that I can change it. I'm buck wild, stupid and dangerous. My best friends are not strangers. These are the motherfuckers I hang with. We speak the same language. And I ain't saying French, English, or Spanish, or Spanglish. I mean pain and anguish. This cocaine slaying and bang bang shit. Mac 11s that we aim with. In other words, I'm rolling with the same clique I came with. On the same list and fuck being famous. Fame dreams is a groupies. I'm a real life gangster that you ain't seen in the movies. What I mean is I'm truly off the hook, like a phone in a nursing home, homie. I'm that Boston crook. Take me home. Take me home now, bitch. Watch for the cops hit the blinker when you switch lanes, cause you know that I'm famous and I'm rich. Eyes on the road, take me home now, bitch. Take me home now, bitch. Watch for the cops hit the blinker when you switch lanes, cause you know that I'm famous and I'm rich. Eyes on the road, take me home now, bitch.
I damage tracks, so listeners always ran it back. Always with a half ounce stuffed into a sandwich bag. I kill it quickly and always keeping the realest with me. Stealing all the fucking insulin from Wilford Brimley. Diabetes, rappers could never beat us. I've been spitting shit like this since I was just a fucking fetus. Keep your chick with me as long as she give dome. Rolling up the diesel and burning like Jim Rome.
Now I stand here as a man with the past, the inspiration for the kids on the corner, but still got the laugh of a mental patient. The infiltration of the game, born from a central hatred of fame. A pencil shaking with pain, an entrance staked in a claim from the wrath I became. My paragraphs I'm saying are futuristic pictures of the past from which I came. And this is slain with the shoddy and the hoopty, son. My whole career's a robbery that they could never scoop me from. Take me home now, bitch. Watch for the cops hit the blinker when you switch lanes, cause you know that I'm famous and I'm rich. Eyes on the road, take me home now, bitch. Take me home now, bitch. Watch for the cops hit the blinker when you switch lanes, cause you know that I'm famous and I'm rich. Eyes on the road, take me home now, bitch.